You're watching What a Show. A cyberbully? Oh my, what will they think of next? If you need anything, please do not hesitate to push the purple button to your left. An attendant will be with you shortly. My mother-in-law is always up my ass about how I spend my day. I can't help but chuckle because me? I'm watching What a Show on twitch.tv. Heavens, look at the time. It's nearly What a Show. I wonder what Charlotte and Patrick will get up to today. I hope it's Craigslist. I think the mods should be allowed to ban people, if it's funny. What's that? A show? Never thought I'd see the day. Heavens, look at the time. It's nearly What a Show. Sometimes I wonder whether Patrick is actually hurting Charlotte's feelings, or if it's all one big joke. Fascinating. Quiet, darling. What a show is about to start. All right, let's wrap it up. The French What a Show. I miss the Patrick is afraid of bones era. It's just not the same show anymore. If I was Charlotte, I'd simply get a better computer. It doesn't seem all that complicated. If What a show were ever to fully solve its technical issues, I imagine I would have to stop watching. Oh god, it's What a Show. And it's headed right towards us. What do you think Charlotte dreams of? Is it pleasant? Frankly, I'm here for Waylon and Gatito. You know, back in my day, we didn't have anime sex noises. It's What a Show time. Look out, it's What a Show. What? A show? I, for one, do hope they play copyrighted music. I lost Inside Gaming again for this? It's Charlotte and Patrick. Again. I do wonder if the screen will be covered in screenshots and garbage today. It wouldn't be fun for me anymore if they got partner.
Everyone calm down. She's coming, okay? She's gonna be here. Relax. Okay? She's on her way. Yeah, apparently it's our affiliate anniversary, which I didn't. We'll get to that when. Why did that. Did that play on the stream? Oh, okay, it did. Just relax. She said, I'm going to call you in a little bit. Good. Actually, she wanted to start early. I said, sure, but I was on an errand. Right? Yeah, it'd be cool if it was our partner anniversary, but they've denied us like 20 times. Texting her now. Although at this point, well, it's probably better to be a partner now again. But initially, when we were trying, there like wasn't that much of an advantage. I think it was like it was really just the co-streaming, but the splits were like the same at that period, unless you had an older contract. Gabicho. Oh, is the can not? Oh, well, because it's pink. I gotta turn that off here. Hang on a second. I guess I don't have to, but that's a filter, right? Yeah, there it is, chroma key. It's off now. My apologies. It's a pink can, chat, today. Hello?
Patrick,
Yes, who's this, please?
wake up and smell the mini wheat thins. I'm getting good fiber, and I'm starting things fresh from this date.
Starting what fresh?
My life, my health, my digestive health. I'm on a new path, brother.
What does this mean? I guess what does this mean for us more than anything? Hang on, I'm adjusting some stuff in the background here.
It just means I'm not going to settle for little fiber gains. I'm making big fiber gains and huge dump losses.
You're dumping your losses. Can you sit? How are you gonna sit?
Give me a second. I got a wheat thin crumb in
What are you doing?
one
You
of the
eating
heat
some
vents.
hummus or something? What's going on over there?
They are frosted mini wheats. Dry.
Frosted mini wheats. Okay.
I did have hummus earlier, though. You scoped that correctly.
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm not adjusting the camera again. What you see is what you're stuck with. So you can adjust yourself accordingly. From here. All right.
What did you do?
I'll do one minor adjustment. I didn't do anything. I just centered you, but then you.
I centered myself.
All right.
I'm staying as still as I can.
We transition here. There we go. All right. Let me make
go
sure
to
everything is set up.
Twitch.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, URL not available. Let's see. What do I want? I want to pull up the What a Show Twitch stream.
Oh, why did
is what I want. What's up?
Oh my God, it's just I'm in the studio mode, but it's so hard to see because the screen is so tiny. So I'm trying to like fix your camera in studio mode, and it's just not.
You mean you're in the stew?
I'm in the stew.
Introducing stories on Twitch. No, thank you. Shared moderator comments.
Wait.
You can now share moderator comments with channels that you are sharing ban info with.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Well, we're going to need to start sharing ban info.
That is a good thing. That's it. Sharing ban info is a good thing. It's like we could say, like, okay, let's assume Alana probably has a lot of people banned, right? Or Bruce.
I don't know if any.
I don't know. Bigger stream.
I can't see why anyone would be weird to either of them.
Right. So what we could do is we could say, hey, those people are probably weirdos to everyone. We want your ban list just in case. Now those people probably aren't interested in us, but you get a nice chunk and say these people are probably no good.
We get some weirdos.
We do. Blizz bans literally everyone, someone says. Good for him.
No viewers. That's the end goal for every Twitch streamer. People. That's true.
Coworkers of ours.
Friends, even.
Yeah. I feel like our weirdos are a little more... They're weird, certainly.
Right.
Or maybe sometimes weird in an okay way. But every once in a while, we got to crack the whip. You know?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And we don't like it.
No, because it's all love.
Because that's the motto of What a Show the past couple of years is that it's all love.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, we're gonna get into. I wanted to get into this.
Let's get into it.
Did you know that it is our affiliate anniversary?
What was that sound? Nope, never mind. I saw it on the stream.
Little gas.
Little gas. Just a tiny little gas.
Yeah.
I did not know it was the anniversary of our shame because we have no partnerversary. We only have this buddy little.
This.
Oh, this frame?
Barely. I mean, I said I was gonna wait for you to really get into it, but
yeah,
I did bring it up.
I mean, what's more to get into than the fact that this platform, Twitch.gov, has failed us?
Twitch.gov. Is that the porn site or is that Twitch.com? Which one? It might be too young.
You're thinking of Twitch. You're thinking of Twitch.com.
Right. Did you know about
Can you get a
White
.com?
House? Did you know about WhiteHouse.com? Because I think James made a joke about it like 2 days ago, just on the way to the car or something, and it was like a flashback for me, because back in the day when you would go to get on the internet in the computer lab at school, to log on for the first time,
4:3 monitor,
they'd be like, whatever you do, don't go to whitehouse.com if you're trying to go to the White House. If you're trying to go to the White House website, if
I want to learn about the policies of the sitting president,
I guess maybe there were only like 6 websites at the time, but like, why would a child go to whitehouse.gov to begin with? But
I mean, at this point, what you're learning about
whitehouse.com was pornography.
Yeah. Okay, and it was. Well, .gov, when you were in grade school, might have been pornography too, with that sicko Bill Clinton in the Oval Office.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I did see there was a post in the Funhouse subreddit which was outlining some of the jokes that we have made, yes. And reading it in text form definitely does. I'm like, is that what we've brought?
I still think most people should consider who is involved and take a look at
absolutely,
that list.
But like the not woke is funny the second time, and I'm glad people are posting about it in the Funhouse subreddit. But when you see it all written out about no wokeness, conservative values, and straight pride, you go, "Oh God!"
But
what have I done?
I love the idea. We have this career on Funhouse,
right,
where we do everything that we do there, and then in our spare time, we have a Twitch stream where we get into conservative politics, our own, our Catholic faith, like a faith-based, conservative, family values Twitch show that we have.
Faith-based solutions
outside of Funhouse,
something like that.
Yes, yeah.
I want to pull that up because some of the comments were really funny.
But there was definitely like 1 or 2 people who did not get it, but it was so funny because the example they used was Bruce and Lawrence. But they were like, I don't think Bruce and Lawrence would be into that. Which, like I would hope not as well. It's just funny that those are the 2 that popped. I guess it's because they streamed with you here.
I guess so. Yeah,
probably what it is. But
it's somebody who hasn't watched Funhouse since Spool left, and they're one of the people that has just come back to the subreddit to post their favorite videos of a guy that we knew once. And but they are also not going to do even the slightest bit of research. Because let me read the original post. This is from Army Allen 35. If you're here, shouts out. One love to all the Army Allens. It is a very funny post. I implore you all to consume What a Show with Patrick and Charlotte. Pros, they're firmly not woke. They encourage straight pride. They are fiercely Catholic, pious to a fault. There's a hot chick and a guy with a mustache. Awesome. They love AI and its artistic and creative abilities. Not woke.
The straight pride thing should be the giveaway, right? Like, how do you read that and then on top of it be like, oh, this is I can't believe they believe this.
And then this guy said, the pros sound more like cons.
Yeah. Oh,
Also, it says cons, nothing. Mods allow straight pride in the chat. Thank
I
you.
got it. I'm on it.
I love
I
that
don't know
we'll
if we
never
have any
whitelist
mods.
it. No, why would we? It's Wednesday.
Right.
That's weird.
It is a
Weird
little
that weird that Bruce and Lawrence would appear on such a channel. Thought they have
Such a
supported
channel.
equal rights for all genders, races, and creative people.
What's creative people?
Yeah. So
can't-
there's gender, there's race, and then there's creative ideology.
people. Yeah.
Mods, can we allow straight pride? We'll make you mods. I know that was you.
Hang on. Let's real quick. We missed a few.
Yeah.
I think we got Eric Monette. There was one or two before we even started.
Techosis, Red Age Prop.
Yep. That's one. Oh, Dre's here, I think. She might maybe just around.
Did we get Frack Truck?
No, we didn't get Frack Truck. We didn't get Red Age.
What about Driftless 93?
Prop? No, I don't think so.
Okay. What about
LGBTQC.
It is something like, what about gender or race or creative people?
Or creative, yeah.
Got disowned by my parents because I came out as a poet.
You know what's funny? Oh, I actually saw something good about that recently. I forget what it was though. But I was like, that's the only thing. So many other people have gotten all this love for their channels and stuff in the subreddit, and I do think you and I, in some form, kind of exist in a black hole. In the like consciousness of humanity, right? Like.
Okay.
When we
a
were
black hole in the consciousness of humanity.
Well, I'm just saying, when me and you were at the tip top of Inside Gaming, right?
Yeah.
No one gave a fuck.
Not at all.
No one gave a shit. No.
Not even slightly.
No one. Right?
Yeah.
We moved to Funhouse.
Right.
Slowly work our way kind of up, into Beyond Camera all the time. No one gives a shit. What a show. Okay? The subreddit. Everyone is posting, here's these channels, this channel, these channels. We don't get a single post. We had like a 2-hour video of us talking about nothing but the Rooster Teeth thing. No one posts that, but then we get meanwhile everyone's like, Jacob said something for 10 seconds about this. He said I was fired.
We have to make a video.
And that's posted.
Yeah.
Anything else that anyone said is posted. Not us at all. Nothing. And then we get one thing about how we're anti-woke.
Catholic
and into straight pride. That's it. We exist in some type of fucking black hole, and it doesn't make sense. So yeah, I mean,
sorry, I'm just reading.
That's all.
I'm reading the "I'm the ham sandwich" comment, and I thought it was one of our commands.
I actually did too for a second.
Anytime I see a paragraph, I'm like, oh, that's a bot.
Yeah.
Mods, could we allow straight pride? Thank you, Mods.
Hang on, let's see how long it takes them.
I did it.
Did they get it?
Dre's not listening. I think she's at a show.
Okay. That's fine.
I just want to read some more of these comments. Somebody comment. I also thought this was funny in response to that comment. The What a Show community seems to subsist on pervasive irony, not quite on the level of Mega 64, where it's honestly kind of alienating, but close. I'll take that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay
we need to be more alienating, though, is what I'm saying.
I think first of all, most genuineness that you see on the internet is also fake. So don't think that that's what you're getting when you're watching.
I believe that everything was earnest until John Krasinski sold his Good News show.
Yes.
Then I realized I saw the world for what it really was.
Yeah.
That someone as a beautiful soul like John Krasinski, Steve from The Office, could sell something so wholesome.
Yep.
For money.
Yep. Very rich already.
I just knew. Yeah. I mean, Rich and good friends. I would assume he's probably hanging out with Kevin and Stanley.
From The Office. Didn't that guy die? Oh no, the British version died. That's what it was.
Where do you think Ricky Gervais is going to go? I feel like he's going to live forever.
That still bums me. That is one that I have to, and purely because of The Office, not due to anything he's done since. But I just really like the British Office. And that one, I hate that. I hate that he's involved in that. I mean, like, more than involved, I would say. But it's also nice that I don't really give a shit about any of his post-Office output at all.
What about that one show, the one we talked about, Derek?
Other than Derek, which is a masterwork. At least in that scenario, like if you're super into fucking Harry Potter or something, I'm sorry, there's no way around it. At least in my case, I can be like, well, Stephen Merchant was really the, he did all the work there. But if you're nothing you can do.
Garbage Dracula, an attempted mustache.
Wait,
well, thank you, Garbage Dracula, for subbing. Attempted mustache gifted a tier 1 sub. What's that?
What did you say? What do you think he's up to?
Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, is that what you were asking?
No, when do you think he's going to die?
Oh, of what?
I don't know, just kind of generally. Because, you think about it sometimes, like, when is Ricky Gervais going to die? When is Paul Giamatti going to die?
Yeah.
When is Sydney Sweeney? God forbid.
God forbid.
She was fantastic in Madam Web. I really liked the voice she was doing.
I think
how she kind of talks like this the whole time.
She's a weird,
right?
We will get into Madam Web, but that is a whole chunk. Barn Door, holy hell, and Eric Manette.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Fog the Catman as well. Woo!
Does What a Show support Harry Potter? We support Magicking, and that's with a CK, and we support General Wizardry.
Yes.
However, the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and the Wizarding World, as it's come to be known, as I understand, we do not fuck with it. We will not drink the butterbeer at Hogsmeade, because I have it on good authority that a certain little someone has pissed in it. Rupert Grint.
Yeah, the Grint.
He calls it
Grinting.
Yeah.
He calls this weekend I'm popping down to the Wizarding World to have a Grint into the butterbeer.
Yeah, he loves to talk about how the Grint stole Christmas.
Fog
the Catman. Thank you.
What was I gonna say?
We do support the American Society of Magical Negroes. I feel like the trailer was like, this movie's coming out, and then it just disappeared.
Did the movie come out?
I don't know. I'm not even sure who made it. It's the guy from Detective Pikachu.
It's a funny idea.
It's good stuff.
Rupert Grint used his Harry Potter money to buy an ice cream truck.
Yeah, that was like the thing about him for a while.
Okay, but
that was what everyone talked about.
That's not like his whole thing, though.
I don't think he worked as an ice cream truck salesman.
Oh, he just franchised. He was like, I think I'll franchise a truck. That's a horrible
business,
especially in the UK.
It was like, oh, let me get into this then, right? Yeah, because they like to eat their ice cream warm.
Hot, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I going to say, though? There was... Oh, well, someone did ask about a Jordan Peterson impression. I said, no, we weren't doing one. If we were doing Jordan Peterson, we'd be talking like this, like a sad benzoed out Kermit who's been in a coma because of his meat and pill habit.
Wasn't it thing like if someone would
the nerve to tell me how to live, and this motherfucker's in rehab in Russia off pills and meat.
I just clocked that you said meat habit.
Men.
Men.
That's what men do. They eat meat and get so addicted to pills they end up in Russian treatment, in a coma. Men
was never meant to stay on land. We are to hit the seas and become afflicted with curry because of a lack of earthborn vitamins.
What a loser! I'm so if you dress like that every day, you're a fucking loser. That's it.
What did he do? He did the tux with Joe Rogan, and didn't he cry in the tuxedo?
Oh my god! All he does is cry. Every clip I've ever look, at least the psycho gorilla looking alpha male violently misogynistic, very backwards, fucked up beliefs. At least those guys, they look and play the part. Even if it's, obviously no one's actually like that, but they play. Jordan Peterson, it's like, he's got the same crew, but he's just a fucking crybaby. He just weeps. All he does is weep. I don't understand. Well, they all had to make that.
They all
too,
kind of
to,
cry,
like, Family
right?
Guys. Family Guy. They all had to make that awesome pivot from like, it being cool to bang everyone, or whatever, or like to take advantage of whatever it was, to being like Christian family people, because of.
Well, they were all
Trump,
into. Is it what the game, like the pickup stuff?
It was all that.
They would have been. They would have been like the guys.
Yeah.
Said Elmo is in Hamas. No, but there are tunnels below Sesame Street.
There are.
Yeah. Don't look into it. I see. Not to get into this, but I see so many posts and articles that's like, oh, such and such was actually this thing. IDF reports every single thing. It's like IDF says this. I just don't know how in good faith anyone is even deeming that reportable.
I don't know.
Anyway, what about who's crying? Well, I mean Jordan Peterson. He I feel like if you're doing the suit thing and you're like a doctor and a psychoanalyst, like you manage to skirt the usual conservative, like talking head look, which is like school shooter, right? Like the Tim Pool, Matt Walsh kind of deal. But I feel like he came all the way back around to a guy that would do that to his child's school, like a sick fuck. It's like, he could have. These guys, they could just walk like a narrow line, right? They could be like, I'm like a conservative weirdo, but like I speak to things that people don't, feel comfortable talking to normal people about like fearing trans people. But they all become they're all too into freak shit. Like
though that they are scary,
but in like a Babadook way.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, in like a haunting way. Like, yes, if you invite a trans person into your home, or God forbid, your body, if it's been wrought by grief, and your soul has an empty cavity, trans people can occupy that. They can make you see goofy goblins in the mirror. No, dude, no.
That's not. If your body has a
cavity. No, like in a metaphorical sense.
Right. The way you said it, though, was really specifically seemed physical.
I don't think so.
No, it was for sure. It was. Chat sound
I don't
off
think
if it was. If it was
I don't think
profoundly physical.
Wait, what did I say again? Can you tell me again what I said?
Something about cavities and filling them.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Do you think anyone has ever had sex with the Babadook?
Well, the fictional monster of the silver.
No, the real Babadook.
The real one? I've not met the real one, so I can't tell you. I don't know his vibe.
You don't have to meet someone. Like, if I ask you,
is it a boy?
Like, the Babadook?
A boy?
The boy Badook? The Babadook, I think he's buoyed up.
He's buoyed up for sure.
He's buoyed up. Listen, I say this as someone who loves and embraces femininity. Gals, we can't do top hats. It looks steampunk. It looks too,
I agree.
I just don't think we can really.
I think I'm gonna jump in real quick and say that men can't either. But
okay, okay, cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think there's a person in the world who can do top hat anymore. Who's the DC? There's like a DC magician, DC Comics magician that I think she's a babe or something who wears a top hat. It's like Xenia. I don't know.
Oh, Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Yeah. Also, I am seeing like people saying the Babadook is gender fluid or non-binary. That is true, but he's also buoyed up.
Yeah.
He's non-binary.
You can be both, I guess.
Yeah, you can be both.
you can be both. I'm learning right now.
That's the scariest thing about gender ideology.
Ideology.
Yeah. I'm leaning into. I want another Reddit post tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. Oh, can I show you what I
Go,
can I show
but you were
you?
talking about
Zatanna.
you're talking
Zatanna.
about Frank Zappa.
Someone got it.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, let me show you what I got today because it's fucking stupid and irresponsible. But I was feeling sad about not having a job. Let me just bring it around
What's
the
it gonna
top
be?
so you can get the full. You watching the stream?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little delayed.
Okay.
I see a package, maybe. Oh shit! Wow! Oh, cool. Psycho Zaku. Verka. Yeah. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Can we get some oh, we don't
See
have the
that?
gak. I guess
See
give me a
that?
Boyd up in the
See
chat.
that?
Give me a Boyd up. Yeah, yeah, I see what you're doing, and I think it's cool. Wow, dude. Dude, he's Boyd up.
Look
Oh
at
my god, he's Boyd up. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's so stupid.
I know.
You love them
It's
like
so stupid.
big fucked up guys. Yeah. Is that so he could go fast?
I don't know. I have no idea what
Psycho.
it is.
Psycho Zaku. Is it a master grade?
Yeah, it's a Verka.
Patrick.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the cost. It is a high
Wait.
mobility type though.
What are
That's
you
cool.
seeing it? Seeing the cost as?
Do you want it in crypto or US dollars?
Crypto, please, so that I understand it.
One boy coin,
Yeah. Yeah, it costs
which
one
is worth
Bitcoin.
about a little over $100 US.
Yeah, yeah.
Daryl Lorenz, limbless dude who got his stumps plugged into the Gundam to control it better. Now, see, that could also be a command from our bot.
Yeah. There's a bunch. Look, I'm. This is not. Jacob was telling me he set up a website so the chat could buy him Gundams to build. And it like sends it anonymously, and I was like, I wouldn't like that, but it'd be pretty cool.
What's our version of that?
But it'd be pretty
though?
cool. It'd just be me getting Gundams.
No, but if we set one of those up for What a Show, right? It wouldn't be Gundams. It would be like AliExpress stuff somehow.
Oh, I can show you what it would be. Yeah. That's no problem.
Can you share with me in
I
Discord?
will.
Marlboros.
Oh my God. Yeah.
If you had a SIG list,
We would reinvent the like Marlboro, that merch club they had.
yes, yeah. Except all the merch goes to you. Like if someone smokes a carton of cigarettes, Patrick gets a hat.
Oh yeah.
Is Jacob streaming tonight?
Not that I know of. I mean, he might be.
I was thinking, maybe later we could text him, get him in here to talk Madam Web.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me see.
My screen is such a
Let me
mess.
pop this out. Okay. So, okay.
Wait, what is happening?
Well,
Why is...
I mean, I can see your. Yeah. Come on.
Why are you... Oh,
What's
it's
up?
showing my Discord. Never mind. I was so confused. It was showing like... The stream was showing something else that was not correct, but it was because I had the thing open in Discord.
Imp for skip. Thank you.
Oh, are we gonna play this?
Oh my god, and thank you again. Oh, I'm Shake. I got it now. I thought it was Imshforsk. So I'm seeing here a Uchai log energy tree cutting grapple harvester head YCF 135 logging machine.
I wouldn't even really worry so much about what you see right now. Oh shit! Hang on 1 second. God damn it! I hate
You could just stop right there. I feel you hate. You're filled with
I don't
hate.
like streaming. It's too hard. There's too many.
Well, that's why
buttons.
it's like it's hard enough to explain to my mom, right? Like she was asking, like, what does Lawrence do? What does Bruce do? I'm like, well, they do what normal people do, which is play a video game, put their camera over it, and talk about the game usually or whatever's on their mind. She's like, and that's what you and Patrick do, and I was like, no. Like I'm trying to avoid showing her my report card. I'm like, no, that's not what we do.
Yeah, my mom was like, "Oh, I heard you have a new podcast," and I was like, "Yeah, maybe."
Okay, good. Now we're seeing the hubba hubba, ooh wah wah. There's a Looney Tune, right, where someone sees like a beautiful woman, but it looks like a chicken, or maybe it's the actual chicken. It's like dancing.
Oh yeah. What did I look up to find?
Mods, can we allow straight pride? Mods, thank you. Appreciate.
How did I find it? I feel like this is a different website, or
I feel like you just like you came back from an adventure and you're like, please, you have to come see it. There's a magical world in the wardrobe.
I was
and
so
you bring
excited.
me to a clearing and there's nothing.
But
you called me?
I was so excited when I called you, but I wasn't even going to, and then I could see that you were in the other Discord. And I was like, no. If you're going to be in Discord, you're going to be in here looking at this garbage, this enormous 2-story chicken wing packaging machine with me.
I didn't realize it was 2 stories.
I mean, I don't think it's 2 stories, but it's fucking huge. Damn.
Any industrial machinery makes me think of the Always Sunny, where Dee has to go spy on the fish, fish warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets her hair caught in it when she's trying to do bits, I think.
Yeah. I wonder if I can find that machine again.
I mean, I gotta imagine that if you can't, there's other stuff.
What about that? Yeah, hatchery.
Okay, Shrek VHS gifted a tier 1 sub to Chicken Wing Production.
Yeah, you can just gift stuff to anything.
No, I know.
Okay.
I appreciate it all the same, though. And for whoever claims that user, they will get a month of What a Show Premium.
So here's the thing.
What am I looking at?
I'm planning on buying 10 metric tons of frozen chicken paws Brazil.
Those are good, though. That's good. That's good paw.
It's good paw meat for sure. Hang on. Actually,
now, I forgot that Brazilian chickens have paws.
I'm kind of curious. Hang on. Let me just do this quick.
Yeah.
Vapes, 2,000 puffs.
Never worn.
Okay, let me open that.
Is that like one of those touchscreen mall directories?
Yeah, but for vaping, I think. What is this?
Oh, okay.
Some clay? I don't know. Whoa.
Something to kind of hang out, and maybe something to like hang out and do while you're vibing, while you're hitting your pen.
The whole like reason I kind of I was looking at this stuff in the first place was because I was thinking you and I could just get into like some kind of weird drop shipping business. But like, I don't want to do shitty clothes, right?
Because it's been done. What is this? School vaping detector, cigarette smoke detector?
Oh, don't worry about that. This is just for off-grid vapes. That's interesting. Anyway, I was saying like I don't want to just do the kind of standard like shitty clothing and jewelry and whatever, stuffed animals, stuff like that. Like I want to make sure that
this vibrator under all the moonlight, like sun lamps under a viral tweet.
Yes, I want to make sure that it's actually like
because you want to get people's minds off.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like we could still do drop shipping because like here's the thing: if we order 100 of these bad boys, these vape vending machines with age verification, which we could probably take out.
Well, can't we just put like a height requirement? Because people that are tall enough are ball enough.
It's not a
as
bad
I
idea,
always
actually.
say,
That might honestly be
right?
the best. Yeah.
Because the
Where can you
kids can't ride
go?
roller coasters, right?
No.
I feel like other countries.
I mean, well, all of this is coming from Guangzhou Riye
Well, here,
Technology.
you know where we open it, Patrick.
Guangzhou.
Embassy.
Oh,
No,
okay.
embassy.
Oh. Oh, international law. They can't do
Oh,
anything to us.
I tried to find it. I was looking into. Are you aware of the umami burger guy being a squatter?
No.
It was like a thing in October. The guy I recently tried to look up and find umami burger because I'm like, I like the way they make hamburgers.
Uh-huh.
And they were all gone. And it turns out that apparently he was like squatting in an old woman's apartment or house in LA
Wait, they
and
like
got
shut
found
down?
out. Yeah, I looked, and the last time the only one I could see that was open was allegedly in LAX, and I feel like that's wrong.
Really?
But they're all closed. Yeah, mods, can we allow straight pride?
I was at one not even that long ago.
No, I just looked it up, and it's gone.
What?
The reason I brought it up is I forget. Oh wait, no, I was looking him up, and like I found a preview like of his Twitter, and I couldn't find the tweet because it said like Fleischman posing with some of our young Chinese angel investors, and I was like, I need this. I need to find this tweet and this picture of
Yeah.
him. But yeah, I watched a 3-part video series of this guy. He squats on squatters. He's a squatter.
What does that mean?
He like basically like people reach. He's kind of like become the guy who people go to, and they're like, I have a squatter, and so they assign him to the lease, and then he like lives in the house and sets up cameras until the actual squatter leaves.
The guy who owns Umami
I'll
Burger?
send you some videos.
Wouldn't this guy be like pretty well off?
I got some videos to send you.
I told you, but... Okay, yeah. I told you.
Yeah,
that.
no, I mean, I was
I
also
was-
confused by it.
I told you I've been getting like that stuff, right? The like kicking out squatter.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like some of it does not feel good.
Yeah.
This one's a guy who's like a psychopath who's doing elder abuse, so it's more fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, this is a smart breathing trainer exercise device. So you can train yourself to breathe good.
Is this so you can get more cloud?
No, because it's not vape, as you can see here.
No, but you're training yourself to pull more.
But you're training your inspiratory muscle.
My what?
Your inspiratory muscle.
But first of all, my inspiratory
it's
muscle
big.
is that looks like a flute.
Yeah, bigger than I thought, huh?
Real big.
Necklace.
Big son of a oh for when you're on the beach.
Is that a chest or is it like
That's a chest, or is that a
like
leather
leather?
couch?
Like a piece of leather?
I think that's a chest.
Renew your lung capacity. Come on.
But yeah, the guy that I'm gonna send you, he talks about like bringing firearms and how he loves God, and every time cops show up, he's like, "Listen, I respect what you guys are trying to do, and I know you can't do anything, so I'm doing it my way." And they're like, "Right on, brother." And so like,
Okay, yeah.
sometimes you're watching it and you go, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
But why? I think there's like 3 or 4 parts. It's worth skipping through though.
Check this guy out.
But it explains why those are gone. Now this is like the game where you kill spiders, right? With that sexy like lady spider. Are you familiar?
What?
Chat. Do you know what I'm talking about? The game where you step on bugs, but there's a sexy lady spider, the queen, who like wants you to do it. She's like, "Ooh, step on me."
You talking about Dark Souls?
Somebody said spider stomping. Yeah, it's an arcade game. Stomping game. That's my favorite book.
What is this?
What is that? What is the wholesome professional fitness weight?
From
The pink
Yiwu
thing.
Market
No.
Union.
Down.
This?
What is the?
This?
Yeah. What is that?
What do you think it is?
Spider stomping. I think it's called spider stomping. Yeah, they moan. Ooh, speaking of moaning, what's going on here?
It's a lifting adjustable bodybuilding smart dumbbell recharge steel dumbbell. Hang on.
It's a smart dumbbell.
I know. We got to find out if it vibrates.
Shit. I would love to get. We should get James on and just look at like Alibaba and Temu fitness stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Chadster 95.
I asked. I
Bienvenidos.
I was giving him. I was giving both of them shit.
Oh my god.
Okay, I was saying, why don't you
Oh
ever come
my
on? You never
God.
come on. What a show. You know, Lisa's like, well, you ask like the same day, and I'm like, what are you doing on a Wednesday? It's a
Mhm.
Wednesday.
It's
You
a
know?
Wednesday. No one's doing anything except watching art.
It's a Wednesday.
What are the dimensions?
Take a moment with the proportions.
That looks like a
'Cause
tiny monkey.
At
That
fir-
looks like a tiny monkey.
Okay, so let me tell you. At first, I thought it was, and that's what was drawing. That's what drew me to it. And then I realized it's a child, but the child should be like 10 times larger than it is.
Yeah,
For this
and
to
this
make
this
sense.
child is not buoyed up. This is boy up. He's doing boy
Yeah,
ups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the kid's bigger than
He's-
this device in the real world.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anti-slip. Oh. Okay.
It's got a steel tube.
Now, judging by the size of that kid, this would fit across a garage.
Yes, correct.
Whoa, big guy. Big guy.
Oh, I love when they have videos. I would love to have the job where I make videos for this, like this. Just
Do they? Does this person like go to a studio? No, it's probably at someone's house.
No.
Do they look outside and there's just 100 packages from
Yes.
Alibaba and Temu and Wish?
I don't. It's so hard to tell like who some of this stuff is for because I think
I
like
just want to make
on Alibaba, I don't know if it's as much drop shipping. I think that's more AliExpress.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
I did.
Maybe Alibaba, you can do it too.
I don't know. One of the
sure you
like
can.
guys that I had advertised to me is like a real estate guy, like showing people around the office space for whatever scam they were running,
Uh-huh.
and their thing seemed to be kind of centered around. What's this?
You've seen it, okay?
What is this? I can't really make it out.
Let me enhance for you.
Tight
now do
pelvic
you get it?
floor exerciser. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
I don't feel like I can't look at this on my parents' Wi-Fi. That feels like a violation of trust.
You're not really. Oh, it's from
there
Lovesy.
reviews?
It's from Lovesy.
Oh, Lovesy.
Lovesy.
Let's
It's
keep
from
going.
Lovesy.
Why is the horn shaped like a velociraptor's like claw?
I don't know. I really don't.
Okay.
Hang on. I thought I saw a video here. This is just another type of vape vending machine, but
Yeah.
same video quality. Just to say Android phone.
Oh, okay. And this
Just weird angle.
is this for vapes?
Well, I think it could be for many things, but yes, it's for vapes. But they're using it to sell chargers.
For an e-cigarette.
Mm-hmm. You see, you've just bought a charger. Fast delivery. I hate vending.
I don't know if
machines
that
with slow
applies.
delivery.
I mean, you say that in jest, but
Mhm.
you do mean that. You do mean
Yeah.
that.
Now these are all identical, and yet they all have separate product pages. All right, well. Now
Can
this
you?
this is interesting.
Okay,
to me.
yeah. Oh, video. Oh, what the fuck is that?
Its main function
Yeah,
is to assist in. Hello,
Okay, good.
this
Yeah.
product is a
Let's full
smoking
screen that, yeah.
cessation spray
Yeah.
produced by our company. Its main function is to assist in smoking cessation. It can be given to customers, elders, and friends as gifts to help them quit smoking. It is very helpful for us to quit smoking.
We are a professional manufacturer. There
Oh,
are
okay.
more than 10 years of production experience. Can
Hang
help
on,
you
let me do a
optimize
let me do a
product
Charlotte
packaging
here and pause this quick. We'll let it run out.
If you want to know more
Not
about
much
our
left.
products, please contact us.
Yes,
Okay.
I understand how to learn more about. Okay, so 10 years of production experience. That is not the type
Yeah.
of experience I would feel comfortable buying. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like I would think like medical, chemical, something like that. This is uh not so much. I'm not so concerned about their production experience, right?
It can be given to customers.
Your concern is that this
And friends
seems
as
to be
gifts
some
to
kind of
help
almost
them.
medicine, and you think they should have some kind of experience in that field. Well,
Yes.
let me tell you what's happening.
Okay.
This is not a self-administered product. What you're supposed to do is, if your friend who wants to quit lights up, you spritz them in the face.
Oh, you get their
It's
eyes.
Pavlovian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just pepper spray.
There are more
Mhm.
than 10
What they
years
didn't
of
have is like 10
production
years in
experience.
pepper spray
Optimize
experience.
products
Oh.
Also, 10 years. 10 years, not like listen. I don't really have much production experience in that way, but bless him.
Powerful to quit smoke.
I don't think I even internalized what that said. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, like I've seen like on like auto body shops where it's like a combined 50 years of experience, and it's like okay, yeah, because you have like what, like 15 guys in and like rotating working something,
Right,
maybe
it
even
doesn't
like
really
5.
mean anything,
It
yeah.
doesn't really mean anything. 10 years, I'm like, okay, for one person, a lot, but if you're doing that kind of thing, and also like, you can lie, just say 20,
No, they're
right?
not. They're not lying.
No,
They
I don't
wouldn't
think
lie.
they are. They showed us all those certificates, which don't really look like degrees. They look more like something like when the health inspector comes by and certifies that a kitchen is clean.
I mean, that's what they are.
Oh, someone did mention new mug
Oh.
for the powerful. Like, I don't know if we could use that image, but we could make one at some point of powerful to quit smoke. Powerful, what is it?
Smoking
Powerful
equals
to quit
suicide.
smoke.
Powerful to quit smoke.
I mean, that would go hard. Powerful to quit smoke.
I can't fucking drag anything.
It's pretty cool.
I hate this. Oh, have I been on full screen this whole time?
I don't know.
Oh
No, I
I'm
think
not.
people
I'm
saw
not.
it.
I'm not. Okay. I my stream elements was weird.
Powerful to quit smoke. Hold on, I can't hear it.
What else we got?
What the fuck is? Oh, it's a roto vape. Now this is what's next. I've been saying it, and people aren't listening.
We probably need a bigger one though.
This looks like something that would be wheeled in when James Bond is tied to a chair. Ah, Mr.
What's
Bond.
happening? What's happening? Did you hear the?
Talking. Do you smoke out of this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, really, guys? Can we please, guys, just keep it down for 10, guys, please.
I'm trying to shoot the roto vape.
Guys, I just need 5 seconds, please. You hear a gunshot.
This is the guy. This is the guy that the person filming is nude. Like, there's a guy that you haven't talked to since like high school or college, and you maybe see him resurface somewhere on Instagram, and this is the kind of shit that he's smoking with.
Mm-hmm.
This is you're like,
sure.
oh, he's into this in a powerful way. Like he found a way to like, you know, dabs were not enough, like wax not enough, grav bongs, volcanoes, they don't give him the high. He needs to hit that shit basically every minute of every day.
Yeah, he's got to have a constant, steady stream coming in. Oh, soybeans. What if we became soy?
Ironically,
No, what if we actually did it?
that would be honestly kind of epic.
So this is customized design, automatic chicken meat, corn, enoki mushroom, zongzi wrapping packaging machine. Okay,
So,
let's
Sir
check-
Jed's talking about ripping vape in a clean room. having like a stage, like an airlock.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then going into a blank room.
A suit, your glove. You have like the gloves on, but there's also like a face glove that you can push through your face in.
yeah. And it is called a level 4 hot zone.
And when your boss says like you can't vape in here, you just go, it's just harmless vapor. It's just harmless vapor.
Oh, it's a roto vape.
It's just harmless vapor. You wheel that whole thing. Is that a new instrument? Nah, dude. It's just my vape. This is just personal. It's just
I'm
my vape.
picturing one guy trying to get that in and out of a Miata in like a parking lot at the office. Like everyone's watching him and just he's fumbling with it and it's falling onto the ground.
Spilling
Costs
everywhere.
$4,000. This is really doing it for me. But honestly, that reminds me of the passing out on a hoverboard and rolling into a production.
Oh yeah.
I got a glimpse of the cameraman there.
Yeah.
But like just like looking down 3 stories into a parking lot and seeing a guy fumbling around with like a fucking like original
an
trilogy
IV.
droid looking thing. What's
Yeah,
that?
It's like an IV.
It's so big.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I don't know if the chat can.
It's really.
Oh,
quiet.
they're like dollies or mollies, whatever the drywall things.
With high precisely and then packing and selling with the field. Oh, I need something that does that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
call. What is this last shot here? That was quick. Really fast. Oh, they do biscuit. And fruit vegetable. Okay.
Oh, they do biscuit.
That's incredible. It says, oh, they're from China. I didn't know. I wouldn't have guessed that. They're from China.
It's an interesting map of the world.
It is very weird. I've never seen the world laid
It's
out.
like it's like a wide angle lens looking at
Yeah.
a map.
It's like they wanted to maintain some. And like, what's going on up here? Greenland just gets fought. I mean, Greenland, no matter what, gets a raw deal, right?
Honestly, can I say
Yeah.
who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
Okay, fair
right?
enough. Fair enough.
Who gives a damn about Greenland? Right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like we're arguing over with Russia?
Yeah.
With Russia?
I don't know.
Okay.
High speed coffee. What is this? It's coffee. Coffee. Oh, it's a coffee filter packing machine. Oh, it's a tea bag pack. That's not what it said at all in the. Oh, that bass.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, damn, I want to get them on one of my tracks. Dun 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 dun. This is good music. Yeah.
So what it does, it doesn't pack. It doesn't actually pack the.
Uh-huh.
Pack the tea into the bag, or does it just wrap a already made tea bag?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's actually more what I'm into anyway.
You want things wrapped more.
Same thing.
Do you mean to see if if Jacob is interested in talking about the Webster.
Is he streaming?
I don't think so. I was just gonna text that group.
Yeah. Someone asked what's happening to Minch. I think it'd be funny to send him to Rahul.
That would be
In the
good.
mail.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. You just send it to him. But then it'll get thrown out. I think Jacob will probably take it. I'm sure Jacob will take him.
Well, Jacob already has glass cases for his kits
Right. He has a place to keep Minch. Do you have
contain him.
Do you have anything you want?
Like
Are you
in
taking
life?
any, like prop stuff?
Oh! I don't know.
Yeah.
Why?
I kind of don't either. What do you mean why? I'm just curious.
Oh, okay.
What, like you think I'm gonna
I don't
swoop
know.
in if you tell me?
No. Honestly, anything that's crow would be cool to have.
From that one single stream.
That's what's going to stick with me more than anything we did in the past 5 years.
I mean, I think you could make an argument that I deserve the stone more than you. I think there's an argument there that could be made. I think you could make the argument the other way as well. Okay. But I think.
Well, let me say this. I thought I lost it once and got a replacement, and now I don't know which one is the original. I have a prestige situation on my hands.
That's actually kind of perfect.
Yeah.
I
So
can tell you
I'll keep both.
Because I could tell you just by looking.
I was watching that again the other
What'd you
night.
think?
Still good. It still hits, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just good as hell. Basically, yeah, I'm gonna take an MP4 of that, and I'm set.
I got an alert from Jacob that the Armored Core Bandai model kits were shown.
Shown?
Like revealed, I guess. I don't know what.
Yeah, didn't Jacob get like an unofficial one, and it was like not good?
No, they were official. They were just not Bandai. The new ones are Bandai. They're like, wait a minute. Is this old? No, it's not.
March 2024.
Oh yeah, it's 30
That's
minute.
today.
It's 30-minute missions. So I think they're like very simple kits.
I am gonna need one though.
Yeah, so you got I don't know, who's this guy?
That's 30 mm. 30 morbid minute missions.
Oh, they're not named. Oh no, this is yeah. Oh, V4 Rusty. Raven.
V for Rusty.
So it's just 2, but
All right, I'm calling in Jacob.
That's
This is
cool.
actually the perfect time
okay.
because he actually really likes this kind of shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this like robot nerd shit. He actually really likes it.
I've already moved on, but you don't have to tell him that.
Yeah.
Where is he? What the fuck? Did they leave? What is happening?
There he is.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
preface,
money.
I have like 1 minute, but I'll contribute what I can.
Oh,
Okay. Well, we were talking about Armored Core. I don't know if we could just jump back into Madam Web.
Oh, does it have anything to do with the Armored Core model kit pictures I just sent Patrick?
yes, because we looked at them on stream quickly.
Yeah,
Oh,
we looked at
very
them on
sexy.
screen really quick.
So Madam Web.
Okay, you
I'll
want to talk
watch
about
it.
Madam Web? All right. Well, let me pull up the notes then.
Well,
if
Jacob,
we got to
you
get
have to go
right into
away.
it.
What's your favorite scene? What was the standard?
Very
scene?
quickly, all the scenes with the villain
Yep.
were
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah.
When he
The way
says,
he
"My
talked.
spider, they took my spider."
Uh-huh.
And like, these girls are going to destroy everything I've built. When he's
And
just been in an apartment the whole time.
You saw this
Yeah.
star-studded theater.
Oh,
Star-studded.
Lawrence just
Yeah.
rated us just in time to hear Jacob's thoughts on Madam Web.
My viewing would have been perfect if Mike Flanagan hadn't ruined it.
Yep.
by
That
sitting in front
dastardly
of me.
Mike Flanagan.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm like, damn you! If you hadn't made Midnight Mass, I would have walked right out.
You know what? He actually calls movie theaters the house of ushers.
He does.
Because
Yeah.
they want
Usher or
Because
no
they have
usher.
ushers.
Mayo.
But yeah,
Because they have
villain
ushers.
great.
Yeah, typically.
Dancing on table scene made me check out for 30 minutes.
By the way,
it-
Charlotte, the stream looks terrible right now because you left, and
Yeah.
it's just me.
Let's see.
Looking
And
at
any
industrial
closing
equipment.
thoughts?
Actually, that's fine. I'm going back to that.
I'm glad the movie finally depicted
Oh, I
a
should put my camera in.
realistic paralyzation via firework.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
finally.
I texted you guys because I knew she ends up in a wheelchair, a super wheelchair.
Yes, with like
I didn't know
off-road
that.
tires, and it's super tall.
I knew that because Jacob was telling me about it. But then I thought that well, when she mentioned, she's like, oh, I went back in time because. Also, like, he tells her, he's like, your thread started much further before you were born. And it just goes back to when she's pregnant. And I was like, oh, okay. Madam Web says life begins at conception.
Why do you hate me?
Yeah. There's really nothing in the movie to suggest she has contempt for her mother at all.
Nothing.
And then it's like, oh, you hate her. But the like thing where it's like, yeah, she's gonna have this like neurological disease. I'm like, that's why she ends up in a wheelchair. And then immediately it's like, I cured it. Oh,
Wait, how did you even
Hey.
know
Closing
that?
thought for
'Cause
me.
I remember not even being aware what was happening. I was just like, oh, she's in a wheelchair. Okay. Was I supposed to like see that coming or something?
no, Jacob told me.
Oh, I see.
Also, I know about Madam Web. You know, I know about Cassie Webb, the classic story.
That's my favorite part.
my closing thought before I depart is that
His way out.
it was really cool how the guy on the radio predicted that Britney Spears was going to be huge before playing Toxic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which she was pretty big by that point,
her
right?
breakout
she was actually,
song,
She was on the
Toxic.
way out. That was like almost a comeback song, if I remember.
The radio's
correctly.
like, this is going to be big. All right, I got to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. Thanks, Jacob. We appreciate you.
Have a great stream, friends.
Yeah, God bless.
Bye. You know what's interesting is in that universe, Britney Spears just goes nowhere with her career, but she's actually like she ends up, you know, kind of out living a normal life,
Mhm.
not unlike John Lennon in Yesterday.
Have you seen that?
I know, but someone told me they were on board with the movie until that part, and I was like, right, yeah, dang, it was so promising right up until the end.
I watched it because I think it's a Danny Boyle movie, right?
It is.
So I was like, you know, I mean, he's had some stinkers, but he's had some
You like
great-
Sunlight? You like 28 Days Later?
He's had some amazing movie. Train Spotting, come on. And you know what? I think Millions was really fun. It's kind of a kids movie, but very fun.
Is that like Billions?
No, it's not like Billions. I wish.
I feel like I should watch Billions. I
We
feel like
should.
I need to
We
watch
should watch
Billions.
Billions.
Yeah, we really should. Yeah. Okay. Good. Glad we agree. Go on. Sorry.
But no, it's bad. There was also I don't know. I was just like, look, I'll watch the movie. And it was bad. It was pretty annoying. But yes, there was a scene where he goes to meet like the John Lennon who didn't know about the Beatles or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like this sage, wise old man. And I'm like,
Right.
I'm not even like a Beatles guy, but come on. That's not who that guy was, right? Like,
No, but we have to look at John Lennon the same way we look at the Ghostbusters now, which is
Yes.
you know, sort of these polished, wizened, but you know, gentle figures.
mhm.
Also, John Lennon probably would have been like, "I'm really mad about this whole Brexit thing. I thought things were going to be better. I voted for it."
Yes. He would have gotten
Salty
there.
stick. I mean, rest in peace, you know.
Yeah,
But he would have had some views.
definitely.
I did see a video yesterday, Life of Brian clip, and I saw one of the comments that were like, "Hey, everyone here who's old enough to remember Life of Brian." Okay.
Uh-huh. You're glad they're dead, but you need to be cordial? I don't like that. That's not what we're suggesting.
I'm glad that. Are you saying I'm glad that John Lennon's dead?
We're not saying
You know what?
cordial to them. I think maybe what you're
I'll
saying.
say it.
Yeah,
I'll say it. I'm glad he's dead.
yeah. We're both glad he's dead.
We're both glad he's dead.
Neither of us. You're not like I'm not a Beatles head.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know me. I'm into the Stones, like the Clash. Like, I don't mind our friends from across the pond necessarily. No, I mean, my dad's a big Beatles guy, and you know, I was kind of just by proxy, and also because they are just the biggest band. But no, I wouldn't say that I'm especially a Beatles fan, which is maybe why, like, the fact that it's a movie about if the Beatles never existed. I'm like, oh,
It's like, okay.
why?
Okay. This is. Thank you. My biggest issue with all Beatles things is it assumes that you are every Beatles thing ever made assumes that you are coming at it from the point of view that these are living gods who walked among us briefly and graced us with their presence. And
Right.
for anyone who's not, I think you can even say, look, in terms of influence, importance culturally, everything, you can probably confidently say that they are the best band, right? Doesn't mean they're your favorite band, doesn't whatever. They're not my favorite band, but I think you could make that argument more easily for them than any other.
Yeah, you're more of a Cheap Trick guy.
I'm a Cheap Trick, you know that. I'm a Motley Crue guy.
Pantera.
But like, even if you say that, it's still like, Jesus Christ, let's fucking relax. Also, as I've said many times, it's all been said. There's nothing new to say about them, right?
No, they just put out that new song.
Yeah, what a gem. It's just
Here and now, here and then.
The best band is
Fine.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, one love to all the Beatles.
Mm-hmm. Especially Ringo.
Especially we stand Ringo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did mean to send you something. It was people upset that Olivia Rodrigo released a shot glass piece of merchandise for her 21st birthday because it was excluding or ostracizing or encouraging drinking to all her underage fans. And somebody replied, they were like, as a Livy stan, thank you for bringing this to my attention. Unstanding immediately. Unstanding is something that you have to like presently consider. Like, fuck, I did not know this. I'll be removing my application to stan.
People are significantly diseased, and it's a bad time to be alive in many ways. But why is everyone a fucking baby now? I do think actually, I think it's almost entirely online.
I was not aware that What a Show was woke, actually woke, unstanding immediately.
Yeah. I think I have a feeling it's mostly online that this shit happens.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. I don't think this happens in real life.
No one in the real world is doing this, right? No one in the real world.
They should
upset. I mean, there's been some things that I've I don't know. Look. I don't know. I think
okay.
Like, there's some ethical stuff around like gambling advertising that people are like, you can't advertise gambling because what if you're addicted? Blah blah blah.
Mods, can we allow straight pride?
I'm not talking about like advertising shit to like gambling to children or whatever. But it's like there are people who are gambling addicts and you're advertising this, and I'm like, you can't turn on the TV. You cannot leave your house without seeing some type of advertising for like alcohol. Right. It's like, why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that fine, but gambling is somehow like ethically off limits?
Because they come for the money.
It's just,
you know,
it's
all about the moolah, the quiche.
Like, what the fuck are we doing? It's the same fucking thing. It's so silly. Like,
I mean, I'm addicted to the hustle, and I don't see any ads for that.
Like, you don't get. If someone can be addicted to something, that thing doesn't get to be advertised anymore. Like, I'm sure there's other problems with the sports gambling industry, but come
Yeah.
on, Maron.
I did have a phrase enter my mind that I'm not really sure how to use it, but I feel like I should share it.
Okay.
White blood stands.
Oh, I like that.
Because someone said their stand count went down, and I was like, what if you had a white blood stand account?
Mhm.
And white blood stands kind of sounds like if like Nikki's or Taylor's stands actually did defend them at like a festival.
Yeah.
Not unlike Las Arañas did in
Do they call
Madame Web.
themselves Las Arañas at any point? Or is
I
that
don't
your
know.
thing?
I don't know. Why did I'm sorry. All I can think of is Madame Web. Why do they have?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know about that phrasing either. But like they have that one special effect shot of them climbing down trees,
Mm-hmm.
and they use it like 3 times.
Like native people or whatever.
The Las Arañas. Yeah.
Oh, they're the Las Arañas. Yeah. Okay. That
They're
makes
Las
sense.
Arañas. Yeah.
But why would they be called that? Because they're like pre-Spanish indigenous people. Why would they be called Las Arañas? Right?
It's like a
wouldn't
rack.
they
It's like
have
spider. It's like
they
spider in
wouldn't-
Spanish.
Right, but they wouldn't speak Spanish, or maybe they would speak it, but I imagine
Maybe the spiders came from Spain. Maybe it was an invasive species.
Oh, I see. So it would have been disrespectful to not use the Spanish, right?
Yeah. Yes. No. Right. Because if they had used an indigenous language, that would have been erasing the spider's Spanish pride. Mods, can we allow Spanish pride? I'm just gonna read through my my list of notes that I made because I was on a plane, and I had nothing else to do. Also, my seatmate, very nice young man, who assumed at first that I was a college student, which I was flattered by until I realized that he's in college and it informs his entire way he views the world.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? That looks good. But I was watching it on my iPad, and he was very, very obviously like face a foot and a half from mine, also watching it, but without any audio. Which, like, do that, but you don't have to make it so clear. Anyway, the movie has no establishing shots.
No, it doesn't need them. It's clear what's
It
happening the whole
doesn't.
time.
You never know where you are, except for like occasional. They'll do like a weird canted angle sweep down from like the like whoever shot this.
It's a lot of Dutch angles, right?
Yeah, a lot of Dutch angles. Like the one of the fireworks, it makes no sense. I guess you're like it's a stylistic choice. This is already well covered. I looked it up, but Dakota Johnson not opening the can.
Oh, tapping the Pepsi can.
She just taps it and kind of like wipes it and kind of juggles it around, and then she's doing it at the baby shower, and then it cuts to the next scene and it's open in front of her on the table.
Mm-hmm.
When the guy Ezekiel Sims has that woman back to his place, the NSA employee, when he grabs her arm and like the venom starts going up and like the things, she immediately says, "How are you poisoning me?"
Yes, and I was like, "Is that what's happening?"
How did she know that? And why? I would be more concerned about why are you doing this?
Yeah. You know what's kind of crazy? There wasn't ever like a girl power. They never did like a girl power thing in that movie, right?
The whole movie was a girl power thing.
But it
But you're
wasn't.
right. They didn't
No,
ever
it
call
wasn't.
attention to it.
They never.
No,
paid
they
any
wanted to
attention
be
it.
able to like be like it's all worlds. It's a multicultural girl fest, and it's like, but also we're not really gonna say
We're
anything
never
about
gonna
it.
mention it. Which, like, fine. I mean, that's probably the right choice, I guess, in the long run. It was just weird seeing a superhero movie that was like that didn't somehow try to like really draw attention to that fact.
I didn't watch the Marvels. I did watch Madam Web. So
There you go.
whatever their approach, that's what worked.
I'll say Madam Web is way more entertaining than the Marvels.
Awesome. I was just thinking about this.
I could
Like,
not get through the Marvels.
I
It's just
didn't have
extraordinarily middle of the road mediocre superhero trash.
exactly right,
Madam Web is
and like
exceptionally
every
bad.
visual effect looks like shit. Madam Web is a beautiful ride from start to finish.
Yes.
it has so much to offer.
Yes. And Danis brings up a good point. Why does the bad guy look like Spider-Man? Why do the other Madam Webs also look like Spider-Man? Because Spider-Man doesn't exist, and Spider-Man doesn't like. Does Spider-Man see them and copy them? Why does it look exactly
I
like
guess
them?
like you'd think someone would see Spider-Man go like, that reminds me of the other guy,
Yeah. But
the
no.
ceiling
Okay.
guy.
And
Yeah,
there's
yeah. I
there's
am
so much to
wondering what
talk about.
informs them. I guess they're all
Um
dressed like all of them go commonly back to Las Arañas.
so
It's true that her web does connect them all. Yeah.
I um I loved it, obviously. I think it's insane. I think because going in, you're like, who the fuck is Madam Web?
Right.
I would consider myself like I'm a comic book fan. I'm not like super deep, especially maybe even less so on like on Marvel stuff. But like I knew who Morbius was when they said they're making a Morbius movie. I know who Craven the
Yeah.
Hunter is. Everyone
Yeah, you
knows who
do.
Venom is. Like that makes sense.
Natch.
I think there was like there's a few that you're like, yeah, I know those. It's weird, like they don't deserve a full movie, certainly, but like I know who they are. No one knows who Madam Web is, and no one knows who those other three are. There's not one person in the world who
Yeah,
knows these
one of
characters.
them, Sydney Sweeney's character, like looks kind of like some Black Cat designs, and like the other one has the
Do we know who they're supposed to be?
Iron Spider. No, no, it doesn't make any sense. And also
Iron Spider,
the
like,
part where
who's Iron Spider?
he's having these visions right every night, which I guess is because he was cursed by Los Arañas, who can do that to him.
Oh, Madam Web's a villain?
She's the villain in Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark.
The musical?
Well, they wouldn't make a play about it.
Oh, speaking
It's
of
empty without
plays,
music.
did I tell you what I'm doing next Thursday with Ryan?
No.
We're going to me and Ryan, two of us, going
Yeah.
to the theater.
To see?
I don't know if I can. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just want to tell me that you're going to take in a show in the House of Ushers.
I just think it's very funny that I'm going to a show with to the theater with Ryan.
Is it under a bridge? I don't know if you can call it a theater if it's in a
It's
basement
not
in
a
Austin,
bridge.
Texas.
It's not a bridge theater. No.
Is it a puppet show?
No.
Oh, Raybird Hopper, good question. You're trying to get Handy at Beetlejuice. Or a Handy, I apologize.
Yes. That you nailed it.
Well, I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah. No. It should be good. I'll tell you once we're done streaming. I don't want to
That
dox if that's
Right, no, yeah, I would hate for that to happen.
But I think also we talked about it on stream possibly. So.
Well, I look forward to hearing about your experiences with Ryan. Does he want you to just film something for him?
Yes, that did come out today when he texted me back about it. That he would be filming something.
Hearing that you guys talked about it on stream.
I did. Oh, then it saw the musical.
Is it Saw the Musical?
Saw the
Okay,
musical.
yes, yeah.
I think I thought was a little more legit, and then when I looked it up, I was like, "This looks like some community theater shit." But
yeah,
you know what? It's
saw,
gonna be a great time with Ryan.
I think this is the first time because I don't know if you follow Kale Anonymous. This is the first time that he's posted like a weird thing that he's gone to that I've heard other people talking about going to.
Okay.
So is this an original story or is it based off of Saw or is it from the book of Saw?
The first movie. Well, it's all the book of Saw. It's all in the book of Saw. But
maybe from the off book of Saw.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I tell you about Madam Web?
Yes, please do. I've got more to say about it as well.
She's a supporting character.
She supports that whole movie. I mean, they're all part of her web.
She's an elderly woman, which she would not be elderly by the time Spider-Man.
Yeah, but this is
an adult.
This is,
like 40,
but it's like hot
49.
It's like hot Aunt May. It's like hot Aunt May.
I guess so. Yeah. Wait. So does that mean that Adam Scott got to slam with
Marissa Tomei?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Apparently, I was reading last night. The reason there's the super awkward scene where he says he started seeing someone, and Madam Web says, "What's her name?" and he just gives a look. He just goes, and she goes, "Oh, it's serious." And I was like, "That was weird."
What does that mean?
And then
Yeah.
apparently, it's because they don't have the rights to the Aunt May character or name,
Oh,
so he just has to go. "Mm."
that makes. How did they get Uncle Ben then?
But I don't think they ever say. I don't know.
So it's like it's like his name's Ben.
I don't know. I don't. He's Ben.
And
He's
this
an uncle.
This
Like,
baby's
say
name
May.
is Peter. But
They never say Peter. They never say Peter. Like a balloon
they
pops. They
don't?
keep getting cut off. No, yeah, it's so stupid.
How do
I
you
thought
find
when-
out who they are in the end then?
Because they just keep talking about Ben being an uncle.
Oh, jeez.
They're like, "You're gonna be a
Whatever.
great uncle." I texted you guys because it got to the end of the movie and it was like, "He's gonna be a great uncle," and I was like, "Oh my, he's that Ben. He's that Uncle Ben."
Yeah,
Like, it did not register at all. Like,
It's insane.
it's
Why-
not a Spider-Man movie.
No,
It
it's
seems like
not.
it's ashamed of Spider-Man.
Yeah. And what? Yeah, Emma
Um,
Roberts being there, just around, is so.
As someone pointed out, Eric Roberts' kid.
that's crazy. Somehow I don't know why, but that's nuts. Is it? Is it his?
No, it's not. It's her niece. His niece, right?
Emma Roberts.
Isn't
no,
she Julia
goddamn it, it's
Roberts' daughter?
No, Julia
Emma
Roberts'
Roberts.
niece.
Eric's. Oh, she's not Julia Roberts' daughter.
No, she's
So
Julia.
she
Roberts.
is Eric Roberts' daughter.
Well, they could also have a third or fourth sibling. It's Eric Roberts' daughter.
Okay, got it.
It's Eric Roberts' daughter.
We got to watch that second Doctor Stalker movie. Let's talk about the ADR.
Okay.
the villain. The sound quality
Dude,
of
that
it
is a
for the first
gnarly
part is
scar.
crazy. What? Can I see what? Can you send your stream to me? What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's Eric Roberts.
Oh my god, it won't let me fucking zoom all the way. Look at, but he's got like a
What
wild
happened?
scar under his eye, like a bullet hole scar.
Maybe
Jesus
that
Christ.
explained the roles he takes is if he got shot in the face at some point and just kept acting.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple things I want to address. First of all, the movie ends, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm meant to be anticipating a sequel or if this is just supposed to be the end. Like, it wasn't clear what I
Seems
was
like the
supposed to
kind
feel
of
at the end.
it seems like the kind of thing that either is like in part it seems like they're trying to like tease out like, don't you want movies of all these three women being superheroes, but it
Not
also
really.
feels like something made to refresh having the rights of certain characters.
Right.
Like, we had to do this thing.
But again, like, I don't know. Maybe they don't have the rights to everything, but I feel like there's other Spider-Man. I guess unless they wanted to, unless they were like, their goal was like, we want to make one that's centered around like women, then I guess there isn't really like a villain, a super prominent Spider-Man villain who's a woman.
They like a Black Cat movie. She's like an anti-hero, right?
Yeah, Black Cat. That makes way. Yeah, Black Cat would have made way more
That would have been
sense.
pretty cool.
I mean, it's still not like that high profile, but I think the game at least has brought, has brought
Right.
it up.
Well, I mean, compared to Madam Web.
Certainly, yeah. No one knows who Madam Web is.
It's so funny. It felt very Game of Thrones season 7, and that in the middle of the movie, she's like, I have to go to Peru. And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
okay. And this guy's just in the jungle. And she sees the vision of Las Arañas crawling down the trees.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's just there in his civilian clothes.
Yep. Yeah, he's no longer dressed like Las Arañas.
No, is it a budget thing? Like,
Not a clue.
he actually
understand.
looked weird and not cool, but like I appreciated that there was some effort in the beginning when it's like just looks like fucking scary
Uh-huh.
in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there was an Aunt May movie that got maybe reworked.
Oh, the son.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ADR on the villain like does not match up at all. You were wondering.
I thought I checked in the middle of watching the movie. I checked to see if the actor had died halfway through because I was like, "This is the ADR is so bad." It like
From
worse-
like early.
right off the bat, it's terrible, and I don't like. I said it was like watching a spaghetti western where you have actors like speaking English, Spanish,
Yes.
Italian, and French, and then they're all dubbed in English. It was like that.
He's
It was
He's
nuts.
in the shot. It's like it's over the shoulder, but you can see his mouth, and it does not match
It doesn't match
at all.
And yeah,
At
like,
all.
I don't know if he doesn't speak English or like if
I mean, he's
fucked up his lines so bad.
It
I don't
seems
know.
better in the Peru scenes at the beginning of the movie, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine at the beginning.
like a
I think it was
normal
okay.
guy.
And then
Was he
it's like,
doing old man voice, or like is he corrupted by the
I don't know, 'cause
spider?
They didn't
Like,
age him at all. Like,
well,
he
no,
doesn't
in the
look older.
visions he has gray hair.
Well, okay, he has like a streak
Yeah,
of
there's-
gray hair, yes,
Yeah,
and it's
But
already
he's got-
like
he's
20 years
got-
later.
nobody is aged up. The Las Arañas guy looks incredible.
He's the guy from
He-
Narcos Mexico.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the villain,
No, the Las Arañas guy.
Las Arañas guy. Oh, that's awesome. What? Oh,
Like, it's
wig.
just a-
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't know. Yeah, so the ADRing was crazy, like all over the place.
Mhm.
It's an entire movie made of a shrug. Like the whole movie feels like just every single hands it went through, they just went,
Yeah, sure.
you know,
just push it
dialogue
through.
editor, cinematographer,
Yeah.
actors, whatever. Yeah,
It
it's
does
like
feel- it
I
feels
honestly,
weird,
it feels like a
You know when an actor like explodes in popularity, but they've already been shooting a movie, and then like, but not in a role that they would currently take because they've gotten so popular. I'm referring to like
Yes.
Sydney Sweeney here.
Sydney Sweeney. I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah,
Like clearly signed this contract.
it's clearly pre anyone but
Way-
anybody but you.
Yes, because I think she's pretty much blown up now and probably doesn't have to do this shit anymore.
No,
But,
no, she could. I mean, the shine's run off the apple, but she could probably have a role in a Marvel movie if she wanted it.
Like a real Marvel movie.
Yes, no, like an actual
I
one.
feel so bad for any actor who's in one of these and not the real, because you think like I'm getting into Marvel. I'm
Right,
getting into
right.
Marvel.
I'm
It's
gonna
like-
have it.
It's like no, you're not. You're not. This is a
Uh,
weird side thing that no one likes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
strange. It's just strange.
It's like wow, I'll be working at Machinima. Oh, on the social team. Okay.
Oh, in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this is a way more fun to watch than Morbius. Like Morbius was just like
For sure.
kind of joyless, but there is like a sick sense of satisfaction you get from watching someone basically try to beat Johnny Depp,
Yeah.
like who is like very much like I'm cool, I have swagger, I'm
Uh-huh.
cool. But this movie is way. I would say it's also I don't know. I have trouble calling it a better. I would say technically no. Morbius
Yeah.
is assembled in a way that is made by professionals.
Mhm.
This felt like
Not that.
like middle schoolers with a red camera.
It's really upsetting to me that this comes out and we're losing our jobs, and it's like, oh, so I could have been working on giant Hollywood features this whole time, but they just haven't hired me yet because I have the skills to do a better job than that, I think, in the technical level, right?
I don't even know anymore. Nothing means anything. I don't think I could let something like this happen.
Someone's saying
Like, I think
Dakota
I would be
Johnson
I think-
tagged a bunch of MCU actors and had to take it down because she's not in the MCU.
That's so funny.
She doesn't want to be there either, and she's already like
No.
not a particularly good actor. I mean, she's
She's good in I never saw 50 Shades, but I really liked her in the Suspiria remake.
She in that?
Yeah, she's the main character.
Is she?
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember.
I didn't know she could dance like that either. I think she just did not give a shit, which honestly respect.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's cool.
I mean,
Because she
when the
doesn't just
god
phone
Don,
it
when the
in
god
either.
Don is your dad, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. With the god, I mean, she doesn't phone it in. She like hams it up almost, which I love. Like she's doing it like when the guest, like the host of SNL, is a musician, and like they're not going to be given too much, to carry, but they're like, I get to be funny. I get to like do something silly because the faces she makes and the way she behaves, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
I think maybe she was just on she might have just been on pills too. We can't say that she wasn't.
Could have been on pills. Yeah, she
Yeah.
could. Well, she wasn't drinking soda. We know that much.
No, she was not.
When the bad guy has that one woman in his apartment working with the NSA dongle, who he basically gets her. He gets her eye lock.
That woman.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, she was in Girls, and I don't know that she's been in anything. I haven't seen her in anything since that.
I mean, she didn't. I didn't think she was bad. I didn't think she was good. It was like, who is this? What? He's just like, patch me into the police.
It's like a freelancer or something. I don't know.
I won't let them take anything from me. And also, can I say about Ezekiel Sims, bad guy, Barefoot King?
Oh yeah.
And he's in a suit. He's always walking around barefoot. And I was like, oh, that's probably what he does when he's a spider. No, he has a full suit on when he's a spider.
Yeah.
Okay. But when that woman is like, well, based on what you've told me, this is what they look like, and then puts up pictures of them from the vision, just what they look like.
Perfect photos, yeah.
Perfect photos, and then goes, we have to work with a window of 10 years, so I've de-aged them. And it just takes the masks off, and they look exactly the same. And I'm like, wait, wouldn't they be like 9 years old? Or like, so, like, if they were 10, and also, where is 10 years coming from? Like,
how much time has passed
what?
How much time has passed since? How old is Dakota Johnson supposed to be in this movie?
She's in her early 30s, they say.
How old is she in real life? So
Mid
30 years have
early
passed?
30s?
Oh, she's 89. So she's younger than me. By almost by almost exactly 1 year.
That is crazy, dude.
She's dating Chris Martin from Coldplay. It says on Wikipedia.
That's great. I love that for her.
Hang on. I saw someone say this, but I thought it was I thought they were like goofing, but her mom is the Roar.
Really?
From the movie Roar. Her mom was scalped by a lion on screen. Or not scalped, but like torn. Her head was torn up by a lion in the movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Melanie Griffith.
Thanks for the affiliate anniversary wishes. Juniper says she's 345 years old.
Oh, 400. Okay. She was mauled by a lion, had to undergo facial... Yeah, they had to, like, reattach her face. And in the movie, there's a lion on top of her with its claws in and its mouth on her head. And she's, like, whimpering, weeping, because she thinks she's going to die. And it's very real. And her mom is also sitting there, also thinking she's about to watch her daughter get killed by a lion. And it's
that's very upsetting.
One of the strangest things I've ever seen in a movie. So go check out Trash for Cash.
At work. Check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not a good stream watch. We could recreate it on stream, which, we're in conversations at the zoo, certainly.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
who
plays... Hang on. Sorry. Who the fuck... The Madam Web, the other three.
Yeah.
The Sydney Sweeney and the...
I don't remember their names.
The other two who aren't famous, as far as I know. Who the fuck are they? Who are those characters? Are they like? Oh, I forgot. And Mike Epps was in this very briefly.
Who was Mike Epps?
He was the guy who her first vision who gets hit by like a garbage truck pretty slowly.
Right. Yeah, I thought it
Um,
was really funny how it happens in the background and immediately. Like I'm like, oh,
So
this is probably gonna
fast.
happen like tomorrow. No, oh, okay, he got hit by a car.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were gonna do a butterfly effect thing. I thought that they were gonna do like the whole movie was a vision, and she's able to go back and prevent all of it or something, which would have sucked.
Yeah.
But also like I was like, how is this her future abilities going to help her? Which the movie talks about. It's like, how am I supposed to beat this guy if I can just see the future a little bit? It's like, and it's like, well, actually, you can be in more places than one. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't. Is that a metaphor? Like, in that she can see multiple futures, and so she can kind of. Oh no, she can make ghosts come out,
Mm-hmm.
and literally be in 3 different places while this extremely powerful guy who we've seen leap dozens of feet into the air
Oh yeah.
kind of just stands and looks. He's like, they took my spider.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Billy Lyons. Much appreciation.
Damn, this was filmed in the U.S. That's crazy. It's mostly filmed in like Boston and New York.
Which is crazy because they
That's
didn't
nuts.
show any of New York really.
Why didn't they shoot in Canada? There's no reason for this movie to be shot anywhere in particular. It
Well,
mostly
because
takes place in a warehouse.
Patrick, if you can make it in New York, you can make it in anywhere. Come on. Let me bring up a couple other things. Minor things. Like, first of all, I don't know why they have a fire lit in the woods at 4 p.m. Or 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
when the girls decide they're like, fuck this, we're going to go to a diner, they just walk away from a lit fire in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Which was awesome.
They really had to go dance on that table.
They had to go dance on it. This is an important scene though because they say we don't have money, and then the other girl says, "Actually, Mott's gonna be lost straight pride," and then she's like, "Actually, I have money."
Yeah,
And
I'm actually really
they could have just gone to the diner and just ordered food. And it would have been like, "Oh, they probably had money."
Right.
them.
Yeah, why
It's
did
like a
they-
movie that it's like we need to explain everything.
It's so
And then like
concerned with their backstory, but we don't know who they are at all.
not at all. And then when Madam Web in a motel teaches them CPR, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. It's just like because she had her hand poisoned, she's like, if it gets to your heart, it would stop your heart. So then it's an, I guess, inspirational scene where she's teaching them all CPR, and I'm like, okay, well, this is gonna come back, I guess. Which they must not have done a very good job because somehow she lost enough blood flow to her brain that she was paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
But also
that's because she fell into water, not because her heart stopped, right?
but
I mean, look,
yeah. Yeah, okay. I thought the firework maybe it did something.
did you know that this was the director's? No, the firework blinded her.
No, yeah, I know, but okay. Director's what?
Did you know that the director of this movie was her directorial featured debut? She's directed a shitload of television.
I mean, yeah, it did. The climax did feel like a CW show.
Yeah. Actually, some very good TV too, I'll say. But apparently, she was supposed to direct and executive produce a pilot, which they shot for a Game of Thrones spin-off called Blood Moon, with Naomi Watts. And it was shot, and then they said no, thank you, and didn't make the show.
Oh, I wonder what it was.
She also was supposed to direct Star Trek 4.
Was or is?
I mean, this article's from 2018.
Well, I
Star
imagine
Trek 4, S.J. Clarkson becomes the first female director in franchise's history, but that's from April 26th, 2018. So
Interesting.
I don't know if that's
a fourth movie with Crims Hemsworth. Wait, are they doing they're doing a prequel movie, or are they bringing him back?
For what?
Hemsworth time travel trek. Paramount won't let go. I wouldn't mind another movie. I think they're fine.
There was the Quentin Tarantino Star Trek. Do you remember that?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, that's honestly the most interesting idea. Just
That
'cause,
would
like,
be that would be
that'd
kind of
throwing
neat.
something weird in there, right? That like that's not the thing I would expect to see.
It would be very different than the things we've gotten already.
Yeah, but he was supposed to. He said he had an idea and they were like, yeah, come in, and talk. And I think they might
And
have
it
like
just
done a table read, but that's as far as it got.
um, okay. You've got a hero pulled up.
What?
You've got a
Oh, you can see
character.
this. The stream doesn't see this. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I think this is Julia Carpenter. This is, I believe, um Sydney
Sydney Sweeney.
Wait, no. Hang on. It's Julia Cornwall is the character that Sydney Sweeney plays, but then it redirects here and says that it's the second Spider-Woman, later the second Arachne, and then as the second Madam Web.
Madam's Web.
But her name is changed for some reason to Julia Cornwall. But I mean, like, is this a Spider-Woman that people know, or is this like?
And that illustration looks like a pretty old comic.
It does, but that doesn't
like 80s?
necessarily mean that it's like it's
No,
Secret Wars. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
84. But still, like, I mean, there are second versions of characters who are, maybe they were around a long time ago, but they've since kind of been replaced again. I don't know. Okay, Anya Corazon.
But they were making this movie about a minor character, Madam Web, and they were like, we need to like bolster this with some other Marvel hits. What about the second Spider-Woman?
Well, hang on. Wait, what do you mean? What about the second Spider-Woman?
Well, they were like, why don't we put her in the movie?
Who's the first Spider-Woman? Jessica Drew.
She's known because of the
Oh yeah, this is the
suit.
Classic. This suit. I mean, this suit is actually pretty iconic. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the other. This is another one of them.
Is this where the Iron Spider came from?
What is the Iron Spider? You keep saying that.
That's the four arms. That's what they call the suit.
This thing in what?
Yeah.
Oh, in the
I think the
movies?
MCU
Yeah.
or in the games. Civil War. Okay.
This is okay. Anya Corazon was known as the first Aranya, and then as the third Spider Girl.
So,
but I mean, they're digging so deep. Like
she's
Spider Girl.
She's La Aranya, and it says here that she's Mexican and Puerto Rican, and they were like, "What if it's just Peruvian and it's all the same thing?"
Yeah, I mean, they know their audience, right?
Right. People are really horned up for more Peru content in the Sony Marvel verse.
She was a main character in Marvel's Spider-Verse, which I actually remember being a pretty fun, cool comic. But maybe that's why, because Spider-Verse was a pretty big Spider-Man comic from not that long ago. So, 10 years now, I guess. But it could just be that like she was a big deal in that. So they were like, let's just take her because she's popular in the comics right now. Or
yeah, I do wonder if there's stuff that Marvel, like MCU Marvel, has like dibs on. They're like, we might make a movie about Jessica Webb. We might make a movie about, Gwen Stacy. Like, you don't get to have this, like, because we might use it. I don't know.
When did Gwen Stacy come back? It wasn't even that, like, it wasn't, she was like a permanent, she was gone for a long
What do you mean
time.
come back?
Like she dies, very famously.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't she one of the few, like, it was like her, Jason Todd, and Bucky or whatever, the
Bucky Barnes?
Yeah, where like there was just like a couple comic book characters who died and never came back, and they've all since come back. But they were dead for like 50 years or something. And then like they were like, once people realized that they were out there again, I think people were like, oh, we can bring them back now.
What if we did them more? What if we had Adam Scott play them?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna rapid fire the stuff that I have going on in this notes app. The guy who calls the cops in the diner because he sees three girls and assumes that they've been kidnapped. The payphone is free. He just picks up the phone and dials the number.
Oh yeah.
When
would get
Dakota
collapsed.
Johnson, yes, maybe
You
so.
can
Yeah,
call
when Dakota
911 without
Johnson,
paying.
is that so?
Yeah. So
I
I'll
will
give them
remove
that. I'll give them
this. I'll remove this. When Dakota Johnson drives the taxi back to her apartment building, like she doesn't like park it far away. She goes to the apartment building, finds a crowbar on the ground, and then pops the plates off and does not pick them up. Leaves them in front of the car on the ground.
that. Yes, correct.
So I just wanted
Also,
to
doesn't
make
she
sure
like
that's
have
mentioned.
that? She has like that thing hidden already, right? Like the crowbar is like
It's like
hiding
there.
under the
Yeah,
dumpster.
under
She,
the
like,
car
she, like,
or
reaches
something.
for it, like she knows. It's
Yes.
there.
Exactly. Yes.
do this a lot?
She goes to an eye doctor because she's having visions.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Which
that was my favorite. That was my favorite part. That was my favorite part. Why are you at the optometrist? That is not what they do.
I think what this was to
If
do,
you
in the
saw,
same
like,
way
if you were
that
seeing, like specs or something, maybe
to a
but, like,
neurologist.
yeah.
I do think it
Visions.
is just like they had to do CPR scene so you would know that CPR comes later. I think it was to establish that Madame Web's eyes work. So that way when she's blind
Is that
later,
what it was?
just like how they had to say that one character had money, if she's blind, the writer's like, well, how are the viewers going to know that she wasn't blind before?
Mm-hmm.
I know. We'll have an optometrist tell her your eyes are working great. And then because they have to like everything that makes no sense that happens in this movie, they can't let it just not make sense. They're like, well, if a character says something about it, it'll make sense. So the optometrist says, "You're fine. Go home and watch old movies." It's like,
Oh yeah.
who the fuck is telling what eye
Watch
doctor is
old
like,
movies.
your eyes are great, go home and watch old movies? So she goes home and watches the Alistair Sims Christmas Carol
That's
in like July. And you're like, well, we need a reason for her to watch this movie where Scrooge sees Christmas is yet to come. Why would she do that? And it's like, oh, because a doctor told her she should watch old movies.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. It makes
Because
sense.
she's like, sorry, Scrooge, you can't change anything. It's crazy.
I
I already said Barefoot King. I already said starts at conception. Oh, a woman whose superpower is hitting people with a car.
Yep. She does that.
She does that
times.
twice. Yeah,
Yep.
with two different vehicles, where she just fucking slams into the guy who's fine.
Well, he
So
has the
him getting
powers
hit
of
by a-
Los Arañas or whatever.
Yes, but when he gets hit by the P from the Pepsi sign, he's not fine.
No.
But when he gets hit by a taxi going 85 miles per hour, he just gets up.
Yeah.
Or an ambulance driving out of the second story of a billboard. But when the sign falls on him, he's like,
If I were to have fallen asleep during this movie, and I actually don't think I did, but I think I may have stopped paying attention for a point at the end. Do the other three Madame Webs have powers when they're all
No.
fighting on that sign? No, they don't.
no, they don't.
Okay.
They're just normal. They're just normal girls.
Do they ever get powers?
Assuming sometime in the next 10
But not in
years
the movie,
they get.
don't get powers.
Well, they're part of her web
They are a part
/ XOO.
I do.
Well,
know
they're
that-
like they go hang out at her like place with the weird window that I guess is iconic from the comics. I suppose is something that Madame Web looks out of.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens to that guy's spider, who he spends a lot of time just kind of looking at it. I don't.
Mhm.
I would assume they get powers just in 3 different ways.
Also, is that spider 30 years old, or is it?
The spider is 30 years old. And also, like, they're kind of just like, yeah, you can't, you don't have super strength or you can't climb walls, but you got see the future power. And I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. And so the Peter Parker spider, that's not a South American spider. That's radioactively treated by Oscorp.
How many spiders can give you powers? Because some
Many, yeah.
some without any radioactive.
Well, it's the
or whatever.
it's the peptides. It's the peptides.
Oh, maybe it might be microplastics.
It's probably microplastics. And then the last thing is that she loses her. She's she's not a funny character. She's actually really mean, and like almost has no arc, and kind of just I think out of guilt just like helps these girls.
Yeah.
But she's you know, she's cracking jokes. She has some sense of humor. When she loses her eyesight and becomes Madam Web, she is completely joyless. There is no more sense of humor. She's just like a sage, I guess, at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess if you can't see or walk, you suddenly don't have a sense of humor.
What was the sequel?
I feel like the sequel, they have to have powers. Like when I saw, I knew it wasn't going to be a good movie. But when I saw the dream sequence of them like doing like spider shit, I was like, oh, dope! It's going to be a movie about like 3 super women. Not actually dope. I didn't think that, but I was like, okay, something to look at and look forward to in this fucking thing. And actually, no, they never get their powers. It's just a movie about 3 of the like least interesting teenagers.
Even Madam Web barely has powers, and like at
Yeah.
the very end, and like can kind of see, like she has like Nicolas Cage's powers from
in Next,
where he can
yes,
see like
exactly what I was thinking.
12 seconds into the future.
It's 2 minutes.
Okay. Were you in Next, Head?
We've talked about Next, right?
We have. Okay.
I think it's Julianne Moore's best work.
It has one of the all-time. There was something so special about that era, and it probably still happens, but of pairing a really weird, aging very awkwardly man with like one of the all-time babes ever to exist.
That was like towards the end. That's like the like Rambo
like
4
Nick Cage thing entirely. It's just like a movie thing, but like Nick Cage, especially in that movie with his psycho hair. And like
his hair is so long, and that's like,
but that's so bad.
I love when Hollywood has not accepted that a leading man's like fuckability has waned. So like Rambo, you know, that's Sylvester Stallone, and there's like a period where they can come back, like say as the Tulsa King, where conventional, you know, laws of attraction go out the window, and they're just fuckable just because they're famous and just like a man on Paramount Plus. The script tells you they are, but there are still movies that believe like this character's like, you know, Bruce Willis. We had it with, you know, like Nick Cage and Next, and it's like we've pushed it too far. Like it's very obvious that this man is not offering what he used to. So I just love, like, I love it when we're really testing the bounds of like, is this guy still fuckable?
Someone mentioned it, and this movie did come out quite a bit earlier, but Ghost Rider, where Nick Cage, born in what? Okay, I guess he's not actually that much older, but like it's Nick Cage and Eva Mendes.
That's interesting. Oh, did you know, opposite this, we were talking about Kraven the Hunter. Did you know that Aaron Taylor Johnson, his wife is older than him
like,
by a decent amount?
Yeah, she's in her 80s, I believe.
She's not in her 80s. I think you're thinking of Emmanuel Macron. She's like 60, but like
she's super old.
I think she looks great. One love to all the women, including Aaron Taylor Johnson's. They divorced? Never mind.
Oh, okay. And we're seeing that she knew him as a child.
Okay.
What were you saying? Shout out to all women.
Shout out. Well, I said one love, not shout out. It's different.
Oh, that is different.
Yeah. Oh, sadly they did not divorce. Okay, so she gets no love. Married when he was 18. Met him first as a teen. Okay.
Well, anyway.
Did Jason Sudeikis lay down in front of her car? Does he do that to everybody whose like wife dates like a younger man?
Yes, correct.
I do not have to give it to her.
He bothers me a bit.
Jason Sudeikis?
Jason. Yeah.
Is it Ted Lasso?
Certainly, of course, there's no escaping the Ted Lasso of it all.
Yeah.
Weird men fan fiction of men. we've talked about many times.
Speculative. It's speculative fan
Speculative
fiction.
fiction on the topic of like with men as the topic of speculation. Like, what if it doesn't anyway? It's not just that though. I feel like I don't know. Just I've seen interviews and heard him talk and stuff, and it's just like it's got a vibe. He's very funny in Eastbound and Down season 3, but
No, yeah, he's a funny guy, definitely, but he is strange. Like, I don't think that I would. I don't know. A lot of those guys that came out of SNL, like, I don't think I would ever want to talk to Fred Armisen. Like,
he
I'm good.
seems like someone that I would know, and not necessarily be friends with. You know what I mean, like,
yeah.
Like a guy that I would still think about and be annoyed by, maybe. And I think he's incredibly funny. I think he's made some really good stuff. The only one that I'm like Will Forte is probably the one that I'm like.
Oh no, Bill Hader, or well, Anonymous Otter is talking
yeah,
about Bill
yeah.
Hader, which
Yeah.
is something we can look into sometime.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've heard Bill Hader is like a cool, funny guy from my industry connections.
Yeah, he seems like that. Yeah, but I think Will Forte is the one that like that's the. It is a shame.
Will Forte
I
can do whatever he wants.
I
Well-
think I wish he was given like $10 million a year to just do anything.
Was that MacGruber series any good?
It was good. It wasn't as like I talked to some people who were like that. It was amazing, and I was like, I need to maybe watch it again because it never like hit the same. I think just because it was a series and not a movie,
Wasn't as tight.
it never hit. Yeah, it never hit the same like highs for me as the movie. There's like a few of the same kind of jokes like they go back to, but not too bad, I don't think. But it's sort of just like I think it's still very good. Like I think if you saw that but hadn't seen the movie, you'd be like, this rules. But having seen the movie, I was a little like, I like.
It's crazy how much better the movie is than the skits they did on SNL.
I didn't see the movie for 10 years because I saw those sketches and I was just like, this isn't that funny. It's like it's fine, but like it was very
whatever.
It was very just like early. I don't know, like when SNL stuff would be posted to like Facebook and 60 million people would repost it.
Mm-hmm.
It was that kind of a thing.
Patrick, I'm thinking we wrap things up.
Why? What's going on? You look uncomfortable. Is someone in the room with you? Blink twice if there's a dangerous figure in the room with you. Oh, they're listening too, maybe.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Everything's cool. We
as
should
long as
probably
you're
wrap
fine.
up.
Yeah. Who are the ghost children in the mirror?
Oh, it's the Babadook. He's buoyed up.
Oh, it's simply the Babadook.
Simply the non-binary king.
Mm-hmm.
The Babadook. Okay,
Someone
so
says the
I
best
guess
SNL movie is still Boneheads. It's a typo.
Okay, let's end.
Yeah. Let's raid Bruce.
Hey, hold on. Wait, Felt Carpet said the boy dude.
Oh, not bad. The boy dude.
Boy, dude. Hi, Mom. What are you looking for?
It's a pinkish container. It has like
What's going on here?
It's my mom. She's looking for something.
For a container, it sounds like.
We could say hi, Patrick, and to our hundreds of viewers.
Oh, hundreds.
Hundreds. We're actually really big now.
Yes.
375.
What's that?
Teasing. No, I'm looking for.
Mom, don't tease me while I'm on the air. Okay.
Why can't I?
Do you want to wave? You want to wave?
Oh, hello.
Hi, people.
They're all
Can they hear
saying,
me?
yeah, they can see you. They're saying things about Mom's Home, the name of my musical act.
Oh yes, I'm the reason for Mom's Home.
It's
There you
true.
go.
Yeah, and what a show in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'll let you know if I see the thing you're looking for.
No, I'm not. I don't know where it is. So I. Do you like my peeps?
I do like you. Can I see that?
Do you know what they are?
Those makeup applying
makeup
sponges. These are
sponges.
Peeps makeup
Oh,
sponges,
look
and
at that.
I'm looking at this packaging. Is this from Costco?
Yeah, of course. Costco does all that. It's
No,
so
these
hard
are
to get them out.
this is a Kirkland Peep.
Yeah, they're all sponges.
I went to
thought they'd be
Costco
cute
today.
to put out for tomorrow.
Patrick went to Costco today. Do you want to talk
Did
about?
you get peeps?
Do you want to talk about your
No,
puzzle?
I didn't get the peeps. No, I
Oh,
didn't get the
Costco
peeps.
puzzle.
You did an image of Costco as a jigsaw puzzle.
And well, yeah, it was a Costco puzzle and one
One missing piece.
Oh no.
Very upsetting.
Should have bought it in bulk, so you
What
would
a
get
shame.
40 of each piece.
Yeah.
I think it's in here somewhere, but one piece.
One piece.
Yes.
One nasty little
Like
piece.
the
Okay.
anime.
Well, we're gonna wrap up soon.
Good. All right,
Have you seen the Babadook, Mom?
Babadook. I don't know what you meant.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
I love that she just repeated the movie
Charlotte's
back to me. Have you seen the Babadook? Babadook.
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 I don't know if that's a yes or no.
I assume that not everyone realizes that I was at my parents' house, and I like the idea of my mom just being at my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
She feels all the love, you know. One love to all the women,
Yeah, she feels.
and you know what has always been for the single moms. I mean, she's married happily
Yeah, she's
to my
not
dad,
single, so-
but yeah, but this is the single moms definitely.
Also, at this point, I mean, you're out of the house. You're an adult. It's not like I don't know if you can be. Does that count if you're a single mom? If like your kids are adults and out of the home, like
No, that counts.
does it?
I'm not shortchanging our single moms out of their cred, even if
What?
they're empty nesters.
I think I'm shortchanging some of our single moms if we're counting our single moms who, don't get me wrong, the backbone of this nation.
Of
But-
course, yeah.
But I mean, if they're... Why does the chat box keep a tiny little... That's a crazy way to... Anyway. What?
Shouts out to the single moms.
Should I
One
run
love to all
an
the women. Yeah, can you run a 4-minute ad? Is there a way that we could like
Someone... Who
game
was it?
our
Somebody's-
algorithm to have a chicken packing machine be the ad?
Oh. I heard somebody somewhere say, like, that by running ads every, like, I don't know, certain amount of time, they, like, immediately doubled their Twitch their Twitch income. Like, you make so much money running ads. Yeah, something
But
to think
we
about.
just
Something to think about.
can't do it.
I know.
We just can't do
I
it.
know.
I mean, maybe if there's an understanding
What
at
if
the
we
end
did
of it
two?
all, it could be
What
like
if
we're
we
gonna
did
rate.
two? Not now.
mean-
But what if during our streams we did 2 1-minute ads? Because if you're a member, you don't see them anyway, right? Something to
Yeah,
think about.
it's probably not a
Here's
bad idea.
Here's the thing.
We're just
They're gonna
giving
get
this
mad
away.
at us. We just got fucking fired,
That's a good point.
right?
Yeah.
Every 12. Yeah, let's do it every 12 minutes. We're not partnering yet. Well, we can still run ads. I could run an ad right now. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, no,
would be
he'll show
funny if I
you.
did, but I'm not gonna.
Most of the people here I'm seeing in the chat are sub, so I think it would fall on
Excuse me,
deaf
sad.
ears.
Excuse me, sad fam. This is not the longest sign off. I did 30 extra minutes because Juniper mentioned Star Trek the other day.
Oh, not to keep us around too long, but I did watch the one where Stephen Hawking is in the beginning.
He's in like the holodeck, right? Or something?
Yes, it's Data playing poker with Einstein,
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking, and Isaac Newton.
Isn't someone else? Isn't like one of the people who plays like?
There's an
someone-
astronaut that's also in that same season.
I thought for some reason that the person who played one of them was of note, but maybe I could be wrong.
Whoever played Einstein was in heavy makeup, like they didn't get an old guy, so that makes me think that was someone.
Oh, you know who I'm thinking of is Mark Twain.
Oh, yeah, the guy from the Smoking Man.
Yes.
Not the Smoking Man.
No,
Deep Throat.
Deep Throat. But also, I might be thinking
Yeah.
of someone else. I don't know.
The Mark Twain stuff is so funny because I told you, right, that he was so enamored with the character that he ran a one-man show toward it as Mark Twain.
Yes, you did.
Hawkeye, I'm not going to give you Patrick's thoughts on the Chris Pine Star Trek, but was it you that made that really good Donovan Mitchell joke earlier in regards to the spider? She's banging around. She's getting pissed that she can't find that thing. We got to call it off.
Thoughts on the Chris Pine Star Trek? They're okay. And they're fine enough sci-fi action movies, but that shit ain't Star Trek. Come on.
No, I did like them more before I started watching Star Trek.
Yeah.
And and now that I've seen Wrath of Khan, it really, because before I was like, I don't see much of a problem with Into Darkness. I thought it was fun. I liked it. And now I'm like, yeah, it just doesn't have the juice.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It doesn't have the juice. I'm in the last season of TNG, Patrick.
Oh, nice. How far in?
Mm-hmm. I'm 4 episodes in. I just watched Gambit Part 1.
It's a great fucking finale. It's maybe the only good finale of, like, I mean, most finales are bad of everything, but
yeah. I do find that a lot of the Part 2s don't really do it for me. Like, they set up, I mean, aside from the season 3 into 4, but like a lot of the parts 1 and 2 that they set up, I mean, the worst one of them all is Birthright.
What was that?
That's the one where Worf goes to Israel. It's the one where he goes to that prison planet where it's like the Romulan Klingon culture. And
where
like
he tries to find it, where he's looking for like his dad or something.
Yeah, someone tells him that James Cromwell tells him his dad is still alive.
James Cromwell, who plays what's the name of the institute? Is he Zephram? He plays Zephram Cochrane later on.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Zephram Cochrane's in the chat. But
no,
the
that's
first
not the institute. Who invented the computer that has the institute named after them?
I don't know.
So, I mean, I'm not asking you the chat. Go on, continue, please.
But the first episode of that 2-parter has like Data's vision where he starts to dream, which is like way more interesting than the fucking Worf shit. I'm sorry, I just can't do it anymore with the Klingon shit.
Worf joins the most moral army. The Klingon
also
stuff,
Geordi,
it's funny
like,
because like watching TNG again, I think the sci-fi of it is so good in the same way that like the best of the original series is, or like the best episodes of Twilight Zone or something like that. Like the sci-fi, the ideas, and a lot of the character stuff too is very good. But when they kind of go out a little bit and they're like, yeah, Klingons, it's really boring and stupid. And then same with the Ferengi. Like the Ferengi are a fucking weird. The Ferengi are annoying as fucking Deep Space Nine too, actually. So that's not. But the Klingons in Deep Space Nine are way more interesting, and all the Klingons,
really.
And there's like huge Klingon arcs in Deep Space Nine that are like some of the best Star Trek ever. But it's like it's
excited to
leaps
see
and
it.
bounds beyond the weird TNG shit.
Well, all the Klingon shit in TNG is obsessed with like the Klingon culture and honor, which it feels like they made the original Star Trek and then spent TNG apologizing to all the Klingons that they were mean to in the original series. It's like, we've got to be better to the Klingons. It's like, why can't you just give them like good normal roles?
Which I think is
like,
what eventually happens.
Yeah, like, it's just so fucking boring.
The Chancellor guy, the Klingon leader with the big eyes. God damn it, what's his name? He's in a bunch of Deep Space Nine, but
the one who gets elected, starts with a D, I think. Darmok.
Oh,
Gowron. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, he's good.
He's like in a lot of Deep Space Nine. He's actually interesting and like a character, and then like the best Klingon character, Martok, is all over Deep Space Nine. He's not.
I mean, just fucking like I just can't, like, in the beginning, like all the like kind of like cloak and dagger like Klingon like stuff for the good of the Empire, and like he has to like swallow his anger and dishonor. I was like, okay, I can kind of get down with that. I like the political stuff,
Mhm.
But then when it's just about like the honor of Klingons, I'm like, I'm gonna
Who
fucking
cares?
throw up. I
Who
can't
gives
do
a
this
shit?
anymore.
Yeah.
And like I liked it way better when like the episode where Worf is with his human like adopted parents. Like I think that shit's like
Yeah.
way more interesting to me and what makes Worf so different. But I'm just like, oh my god, it's so fucking. It's like the it's very like Gene Roddenberry. Like, what about a society like this? It's like, man, can't you just do something cool like a warp coil that makes everyone gay or something
Yeah.
for an episode?
Yeah.
Although you know what we didn't talk about was the Trill episode where Dr. Crusher is just won't go gay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
By the
that
way,
was I saw it coming.
the Trill that's the babes from the babe that I was showing
Yes,
in
yeah.
demo,
It's
but it's a completely different. Like they introduced
No, yeah,
them
they do the
looking one way
dots.
and then completely changed it, which
Because
is
they
for
were
the
just
bet-
into
for
the
better.
dots from that other episode. Also, Ono Center said Gelron, his eyes wide.
But yeah,
Tempa.
she's like madly in love with this person, but then she just can't go gay. Which
Yeah,
Here's
she's
the other
like, send
thing.
him in, and then an absolute smoke show walks in,
yep.
and
Here's the thing though, is later on they revealed that it's actually bad. Trills aren't supposed to keep the same relationships when they change hosts.
I just, I think that would have been nice for Beverly to kind
I
of
do
like
too. At least like
try something
it.
out.
Try
Yeah,
it.
like it's the 24th century. Are you serious? Like you're like, I'm sorry, that's just a bridge too far for me.
Well, and like
I
here's the thing.
put your worm into a different body.
If I'm looking at Star Trek, she's a doctor, right? If
Yeah.
I take everything Star Trek has told me about their world, she could literally like somebody could point a device at her head, go beep, and it would rewire her brain to be gay.
Mhm.
And at the end, she could have sex with this woman, and then at the end, that person could go whoop, and wave the thing by again, and she's straight again.
Yeah.
Like literally, they have that tech. They've demonstrated many times. They don't say that that's what they could do with it, but you can extrapolate. They clearly have the ability to do these things, right?
So what you're saying is that there's a scientific conversion therapy that is proven to work.
I think you have to believe that if you like Star Trek.
I mean, there is that one episode where it's like it just ends with conversion therapy.
We didn't talk about that on stream, dude, because I was so excited for you to see
I
that.
feel like we
episode.
talked about it on the community show, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, we gotta go, but very very quickly. We don't have to. I got nothing. I got nowhere to be. But
I mean, we're talking about Trek now, so like all I want to do now is just go watch it.
There's an episode of TNG where Riker, there's basically like a genderless race of aliens, right?
Yeah, androgynous aliens, all played by women.
Androgynous. They don't have gender. I don't think it's like they like evolved past it, right?
Yes, they used to have a binary gender,
like physically and
system.
everything. They've evolved past it, I believe. It's just they are all the same. But sometimes one of them will like
want to identify.
Yeah, will identify as male or female or whatever. And Frakes. Jonathan, I saw that in the chat somewhere, but Riker falls in love with one.
I mean, one of them expresses their, or if we're to understand their journey, her interest in the opposite sex and with femininity, and he and they, she's a pilot, and they have like a respect as working partners, but then he quickly finds that he's developed feelings for this person.
Yeah. And it was meant to be the first. It was meant to be the first episode.
You can skip DS9 TBH.
Oh God, yeah, right.
We'll get back to that.
You
go ahead.
Skip the best one. It was meant to be like the first episode where they tackled like gay stuff, but it doesn't come across that way at all.
That was Rick Berman was like, we're gonna tackle the gay thing by making it gay to be straight.
if you watch it now, you're like, this is about trans people. This has nothing
Yes,
to
it's
do
it's
with
very
being, it
much
has
about
nothing to do with
gender.
being, but I honestly don't
Well, I
even
think
think.
in a larger sense, it's about going against the norm, which for that guy, for
Yes,
the
yeah.
producer was like, that's what being gay is like, dude.
Yeah. It's a bad episode, but it ends. It ends with, because like basically it comes out that if you have a gender or whatever in this society, then they send you to like conversion
Camp.
But it
Yeah.
works in the. It works is the.
Yeah,
like,
it actually it's good for them. It's actually
Yeah.
cool.
And then that's how it ends. Is this character is sent to conversion camp and like sees Riker again and is like, I'm actually better now.
It's cool. Like I know I was gonna make a difference and like
Yeah.
live with you, but actually it's different.
Yes.
Actually it's different.
Yeah.
Peace.
I'm not. Yeah, it's crazy, and I watched it because I was on my rewatch. I had forgotten every episode I've ever seen, so I was on my rewatch.
As you will again.
Yes, and I've already forgotten most of it. But
Yeah.
I watched that, and I knew you were in TNG. I knew you were watching it, and I've never been so excited for you to. It was that and the Scotty episode are the two that I was like,
Oh, Relics is.
I am.
I don't think we even got a chance to talk about it.
excited for you to see these.
Yeah, I mean, like that one. It's just bleak. Like it's just such a fucking bummer, and like Jonathan Frakes might be like if I think about it, one of the best actors of the cast. Like
Yeah.
I would say like short of Patrick Stewart, he's probably the best.
Mm-hmm.
And you really do feel for him because like he's constantly like, you know, he's constantly like just an arm's length from his Imzadi, and like he finds love, like he really does it, and it's such good chemistry, and it works. And he really did. He wanted it to be
a man.
A
right?
man. He wanted the character to be played by a man because he's
Yeah.
like, this would make more sense.
Well, I think for the metaphor they were going for,
Yes.
it
Yep.
obviously that makes more sense. But then they instead like completely miss, and then like
I think that would have been too confusing
Crash on
for
a-
them.
I don't know, yeah. But yeah, that was the first, and then I mean, Star Trek didn't go that close to gay stuff. Or there's like a very very loose or there's a very light attempt at Deep Space Nine, but I don't think it really. I don't know.
Can I throw something out there?
Yeah.
Ferengi.
Okay. Now that's interesting because the Ferengi are known as a race who don't allow their women to wear clothes.
That's right.
That's a thing in Star Trek.
Not unlike the Betazoid wedding, which is seen as a really girl boss moment when she like walks in nude to 10 Forward or wherever.
Yeah. Yep.
God, that one was just a fucking the Alexander
Oh my god.
Luxana. When I saw them in the thumbnail, I was like, no, dude,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
That's the mat. The only thing I could understand is like, okay, we have to check both these boxes. Let's just get it over with.
Juniper just reminded me of this, but there is a Deep Space Nine episode where Ferengi gets top and maybe bottom surgery.
Okay, we have to get off. We have to leave.
Well, hang on.
I can't. I haven't seen it. No, I know it's probably more nuanced, but the idea of a Ferengi getting like a huge rack,
It's
getting
kind
some
of-
big naturals installed.
That's exactly what happens, and it's
That's
someone rated us. Death for
crazy.
Decaf. Thank you so much. We're
Hey,
about
thank
to
you.
actually head out, but thank you so much. We are talking about Star Trek right now, but there was
Ferengi BBL. We gotta go. We gotta go.
I know, but there's just so much more to talk about. The trill stuff of
What
being
about
able to switch is, I think, as close as it
Ferengi?
gets. Ferengi,
Ferengi and Ferengi.
Ferengi, and Ferengi. Yeah, that's good. That's solid.
Ferengi. Harangi and Ferengi. Her and Guy. Yeah, that could be. It's just.
Oh no.
man.
Suggested in under the category of legendary women is somebody with a ventriloquist puppet. I went to see who was
Listen.
streaming for us to raid, and that was the.
There have to be. We can't all. They can't all be. Can't all be Charlottes.
Yeah,
Some of the women are puppeteers.
Some are puppeteers. Some are puppeteers.
Some are puppeteers. And some are dreamers.
Did you see that Muppet art we got? That was really good. I like that a lot.
I really liked it. Yeah.
I really liked that. I was the only angry one. Everyone else had Muppet smiles. I was angry.
Well, I had Muppet lips. They gave me the Janice
Well,
treatment.
yeah, you were Janice.
Allie did. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which you've made very clear your thoughts on Janice.
Trans woman.
Yes.
Trans woman.
Yes.
And Scooter, right? With the glasses?
Yeah.
Trans mask.
I am inclined to agree on both accounts.
Okay. Great.
I've never heard the
Ralph?
Scooter one, but
Ralph?
that tracks.
Demisexual.
Ralph. Yeah, for
He has
sure.
to be very closely attracted to someone.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta get to know you.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's raid Bruce. How's that sound?
Let's raid Bruce. Let Bruce know that I can't play Helldivers tonight because I'm not in LA. Is Lawrence a Star Trek guy at all?
I don't think he is.
I feel like it doesn't. I feel like he needs deeper cuts.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Maybe Babylon 5?
But I've never heard him. I started trying to watch that again because I love that show from back in the day, but it's like they make it so hard to watch. Just like it's on like Tubi, or so, it's like and it's
Tubi's great. What's the problem with Tubi?
ads.
I like
No,
them.
it was just like
Stargate guy.
it was like a weird app that I've never really that I hadn't
Yeah.
used much, and that was the only place you could watch it. The other thing with not Battlestar Galactica, Babylon 5 is there's like 5 made-for-TV movies, and the order is really weird, and also like episodes went out in the wrong order, so the viewing order of that show is super confusing. Like when I watched it, I had a document that I was watching along with, basically. What's going on? What are you smiling?
The comments that say this could go on for another 37 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry that we're streaming, that we're giving you too much free content.
I know. Our audience wants us to stop streaming more than any other stream chat I've ever seen. They're like, please stop streaming now. It's like we've been going for like 3 hours, and you don't have to be here. You can leave anytime. They don't.
No, they're compelled to listen to us talk about sci-fi television.
I know they hate it.
We're going to be getting into Flash Forward before we end the stream today.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Sliders. I think that could be a good show for us, actually.
Sliders?
Yeah.
What about maybe we want to do Red Dwarf? Check, you last Straight Pride?
Red Dwarf is good. That's like a comedy, British one. I've watched a little bit of. Then we got to get into Farscape with the Muppets.
I think I should also. It's also worth telling you that my mom, and let me just say, not a Zionist.
Okay.
You know, she's against what's happening in Palestine. She just watched multiple seasons called like Daughters of Jerusalem or something. It is a Jewish soap opera.
Oh,
it's I don't know what it's called.
Where?
Because my aunt just recommended it to her, so she just like burned through this Jewish soap opera.
what the fuck?
So hold on. It's called The Beauty Queen of Jerusalem.
There you go. It's got the
Yeah,
stamp
there
of
you go.
recommendation.
It's got the it's
Mrs.
crazy.
McGrath.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, so shouts out, I guess, to anything else.
Yeah.
You know? And one love to all the harangi.
Hurrying. Yes. All right. Should we start the raid?
We gotta do something. Yeah, who are we rating?
Bruce.
Green?
Yeah.
70 my mom watched 70 episodes of Beauty Queen of Jerusalem.
Wait, how do you know that? Is that just how many there are?
Somebody said it in the chat.
Oh, Lord. All right, I'm reading. Bye,
Goodbye.
everybody.